Hello, hello, everybody. We're back with Dojo Taikai 14, now with Guilty Gear Strive, and I'm accompanied by a friend here. How's it going? Fun. Introduce yourself, my man.
Oh man, I'm having a pretty fun day, but
Oh my
Tis.
god. We start with we start the puns already? Oh my.
Look, it's in my nature, Gaddy. You know this about me. You love this about me. Our audience loves this about me, debatably. I mean, I haven't gotten any complaints yet. So far, I'm doing something right.
That's good to hear. And we're just gonna get right rolling into it. Dojo Taikai 14 Strive, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get already the first matches going here. Gonna get into
Oh
spectating
man.
here. Alright, whenever our players are ready to rumble. We have up first MF Bandit versus Kurama up here on the winner's
Oh,
side.
already this early into the bracket?
We got some heat.
Oh,
We got some heat.
gosh. Gaddy, Gaddy, no, you can't do this to our audience. You're gonna give them a heart attack in round one? I can't believe this. Oh gosh, for those of you who don't know, Kurama is actually, if I remember right, Gaddy, correct me if I'm wrong, he's our first tournament champion for
Indeed,
Strive.
indeed. He came up day two and took the dub. He just came in
Oh,
wild and crazy. And started right off, no blaming the beast. Soul Bad Guy versus Nagoriyuki. In my opinion, this is Soul Bad Guy is like one of the worst matchup. You just not get
really?
any opportunity to get into Nagoriyuki's offense.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, as we see there, his 6P is not really going to help him much against this Nago, who can space himself well. But the Fukio gets caught by 5K, and now this is
Wake
a
up, super!
knockdown wake-up super from the Goriyuki.
Oh.
That is going to be massive damage to Soul Bad Guy that he cannot burst. Blood gauge still not full. This is almost anyone's round. Soul does do massive damage. Burst comes through. We're seeing footsies with
Indeed.
buttons. Ooh, scary to punish. I feel that. But this is Nagoriyuki's game. Soul is the one who has to get in without
And
getting
there's a
tripped. And he
grab.
gets thrown after Bandit Bringer.
Mine is
Classic
assuming he's
Nago
snuffing for a
bounce.
grab.
Oh gosh. Now, Gaddy, what is the adaptation he has to make in round two here as Soul Bad Guy? How do you get in this
Which
match?
really just has to capitalize on those moments. MF Bandit Nagoriyuki whiffs a button he just has to get into. He cannot afford to let anything go through that unpunishable whiff. Well, unpunishable DP, my bad. And the grab once
Alright, we're
again.
seeing that blood gauge go high. This is going to be a bit rough. Dust gets blocked.
He was able to make him block some buttons. He's gonna get that blood gauge to go back down.
This is going to be strong. Blood gauge going down. Soul gets counter hit. This could be game one. Bandit with a strong showing so far. We're going to have to see how this goes.
Yawarsi?
Oh! Does disconnect.
DP.
He has no way to cancel it. The wild throw gets punished hard.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. MF Bandit takes the first game up against Kurama.
That is a tough round one. Can Kurama bounce back? That's the question.
We'll see, that's for sure.
Ooh, the DP comes out. We're back to neutral. Soul Bad Guy with his back to the corner, advances in the board,
2D for
and starts
knockdown.
pushing him back. Let's see. Feint comes through. Some footsies. Who has the advantage in neutral here, Gaddy? What would you say?
Ooh, you considered that counter hit and that whip burst. You hate to see a nice grab from Kurama here. Gonna be able to get some momentum back. Both players looking kind of similar in the health. Not so much right now, actually. Oh, and that DP is gonna get punished to hell on back. You do not want to throw out that heavy DP like that.
Gosh, that's something you really have to worry about with Soul. There are some matchups where it's really hard to punish this DP, but Nagoriyuki has the buttons to do it at any range, and we see it here.
Yep, once again.
Makes the DP whiff, but not that one.
Oh, Blood Rage.
Blood gauge to cancel the gunplay.
Oh, he opts to go on the offense here. Does not want to be opposing about it.
This is fading health, but he is now back in control.
RC?
Saul is going to gold RC in order to keep Nagoriyuki at bay, which is a tough decision when you're getting opened up like that from mid-range. The throw comes through. Is this damage to kill, Gaddy? You're the expert.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the Nagoriyuki taking the game too. Bandit looked very strong here in this matchup.
Oh, for sure. He's coming in tough. Oh man, what a convincing game too. That is amazing. That is so strong from Bandit. He comes in hard. He takes the dub. Let's see.
Wait, but ladies and gentlemen, this is first to two. Come on, let's keep it going. All right, there we go. Did I fuck it up? I think I might have fucked it up.
You might have given him an extra game, but hey,
No. I think I screwed up on the settings. The room. I'll check in a second here, but it is a first three. Like I said, this Strive tournament, we're gonna run the first of 3 since it just goes so fast.
Yeah, it's actually very important to keep that first of 3 because in a first of 2 or in Strive specifically, it's just not enough for adaptation. So
Indeed.
to see the early burst come out from Nago, that is going to connect, and the throw to keep himself from dealing with the Oki. Throws are frame too. They are a very strong reversal tool, especially in this matchup.
Nice bandit break, get out of the corner, burst out, keeps him in the corner. Oh, and then just a mighty range from Nagoriyuki. Like
These
I said,
are huge buttons, Gaddy.
yeah, he just has that sweet range he can abuse.
Now this is a tough situation for Soul Bad Guy. His back is to the metaphorical corner now. This is match point for Bandit. If he can just bring this home, he is moving on to the next round. Soul Bad Guy DP whiffs the throw.
Another DP, Soul Bad Guy classic.
Here we see Bandit Bringer comes in, Dust gets blocked, and Goriyuki buttons do not punish at that specific range. We're seeing level 2 blood gauge coming closer and closer for Nago. As long as he manages himself well, this match is entirely
too many DPs.
And speak of the devil, this is going to be pain. Nagoriyuki is melting that blood gauge at the perfect rate to keep himself stable. And Soul Bad Guy is having difficulty getting in on these big old buttons of Nagoriyuki's. Corner pressure time, this is where Soul shines. He is going to do a lot of damage off of this counter hit. But
no
the wall
supers,
breaks a bit too
unfortunately.
early. Super would have killed, almost guaranteed.
Fafnir gets counter hit.
He does have burst back though. This is a late game situation for him. If there is ever a time to use that burst, I'm not even sure he has one in this match.
The thing is, Nago just naturally has so many combos that can just make your burst whiff on nature. It's so easy to
Plus,
let a burst go to waste.
Damage. That damage is also big enough that if he gets one good counter, that Soul Bad Guy is dead. He spends the burst.
Oh!
He missed a throw and he loses the match off of it.
That is unfortunate. That is so unfortunate.
Oh, that is tragic. Gaddy, do you think he can bounce back from this? Do you think this is something that he can maybe use to his advantage later in the tournament, or do you think this is more or less just a scratch it and move on for him mentally?
That was rough. Definitely for sure. Definitely that matchup just does not help at all for Soul side. So, and there's nothing much you can do other than just know the matchup.
That is true. That is definitely true. Also, congrats on floor 9, my friend. I see that you've gotten up there. I see you. I see you've been grinding. I know you.
I'm okay. I'm almost Celestial. I went to Celestial and I got beat up by May. It happens.
Oh, dude, 100%. May is scary. Do we have any Mays in this tournament today?
I hope not, but probably.
Look, man, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of Totsu in your Geki. That's all I'm saying. Hey, look, name one time you've ever been upset to see a dolphin. I'll wait.
That's for sure.
Oh my gosh. All right, what's our next match? Do we know what it is?
So, yeah, next up we're going to have Raven, who just won DBFC against Metal.
Heck yeah, way to go, Raven.
Dojo newcomer, so...
Oh man, it's always great to have newcomers in the dojo because you have like that minor benefit of just that sweet new blood that gives you a lot of new matchup experience. It gives you new perspectives. It's really helpful for learning the game and getting that final edge.
Indeed.
Now that said, I think if there's one character we're going to see a lot of today, it is going to be Axel.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's the interesting thing, actually. I've been thinking about this all week. So, Axel has, as we all know, big old punishable buttons, right? But the same thing is true of Nago. And I think that we have... is Afa playing today? Do we know if Afa's playing?
No, unfortunately no. So, but we do have some crazy Nagos here on the bracket, so there's a lot of things that come through here. A lot of good players playing Nago. I believe we had one. I think he backed out of the tournament, unfortunately. It was like level 1000 Nago I played yesterday. That man was crazy. I forgot his name. But I don't think he's in the tournament anymore.
Was it Rushan?
I think that was his name, yeah.
Oh, he's an awesome player. He actually is the only person to ever double perfect me.
Oh, that's quite a feat, let me tell you.
Yeah, I was scared. I was shook because it happened. Game 1, I did all right. I took around game 1, and then game 2, he absolutely put me in the dirt. This man said, he said, "Get down."
Nagoriyuki versus Sky. How's that matchup fair for you?
Oh gosh, it's such a weird matchup because on paper, Kai is screwed. On paper, Kai is screwed. In pure theory, there's nothing Kai can do. But as we all know, that's just not how Guilty Gear works. Right? There are certain things that on paper look very strong and then in practice are not. Now, Kai and Nago is a matchup where if Kai gets in, it is very difficult. Whoever gets in first and gets in at the range they want, that's where it's set because it's very easy to bait out Kai's weaker buttons with things that Nagoriyuki likes to do. So, for example, teleporting backwards, Kai can punish with 2S if Nagoriyuki does specific buttons. But it becomes an RPS situation where there almost wouldn't be one otherwise. And it creates an interesting mind game situation where both players kind of have to adapt and learn and figure out what the other person likes to do. And that means that this matchup ends up a defensive slugfest. Because if Nago hits a button in Kai's pressure, he's getting hit almost guaranteed. If Kai hits a button in Nago's pressure, he's getting hit almost guaranteed. The best thing he can do is hold himself down on the ground and wait. Because if he tries to up back, if he tries to just jump out of the pressure, if he uses a fuzzy defensive technique, a lot of that is going to get blown up by a patient Nago player. So it's definitely a skill matchup. I would say 5-5. There are times where I would rather be Kai, there are times where I'd rather be Nago. But I will say this. If the Nago player makes one bad blood gauge, if he gets that one mistake on that blood gauge, he is going to explode. Because that is something Kai is great at. I don't know if you have noticed this about Kai's routes, but they involve a lot of ground bounces, a lot of delays, just a lot of things that really milk that health, right? So anytime where Nago uses that blood gauge transformation, he doesn't manage his blood properly. If he is forced to use a bad burst, the game is over. Because a lot of Kai's routes, much like characters like Ramlethal, like Mei, there are certain points where you really can't afford to burst against Kai because he's probably staggering a button in order to connect his next input. You have to delay that. And that means that you risk either A, being too late, or A, being too early, and he just blocks your burst and you're getting full comboed anyway. Right, it's a scary situation for the Nago player, but as I mentioned a moment ago, it is one of those situations where if the Nago gets rolling on offense, Kai doesn't have many options to stop him. He has a DP, but that will lose to throw, it will lose to 6P, and it's still a good DP, but it's one of the situations where Nago specifically has a lot of buttons that are not going to leave him vulnerable to that DP, sort of like Giovanna. So it's an interesting matchup that I think could go either way.
I see. That's a lot of insight on that matchup. That's great.
Oh yeah, I did a lot of research on it after I got double perfected. I needed to know. I was like, I need to find out what I can do better. And the main tip I have for any Kai in that matchup is don't up back. Do not do it. Do not fuzzy jump backward because that is going to get you caught. And if it doesn't get you caught, it is going to get you chipped hard, or it is going to get you just put in an even worse situation than where you started. There's really no benefit to it other than once in a while you'll avoid the throw. But the throw is more or less to encourage you to jump up and back, whereas you can do other things to deal with it, like you can 2P, or you can just do something else, anything else, really. Even a jump forward is preferable, even though, jump frames are the same forward or backward. It's just that there are certain situations where you really just don't want to get caught by Nagoriyuki, and in that matchup, if Nagoriyuki does get in on you, you are probably in the corner as Kai. Because most of the time it's going to come from him making a read on a fireball and putting you back into the corner there, or it's going to come from one of his very strong routes, just because Nagoriyuki does have a lot of corner carry, and I think that's understated sometimes. He gets high corner damage and a lot of corner carry as a sacrifice for some of his buttons being sluggish and committal, right? But that's the price he pays. It's the balance, right? Because there are times where if he overcommits things, he gets horribly punished for it with a health penalty, as we all know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But I'm excited to see that matchup shake out further into the tournament. I'm very excited no matter what. I know that I'm excited to see this Milia play.
Yeah,
because,
we can finally get into the next match. Our boy Raven, after taking the dub on DVFC, was just loading into the game. So after we're going to be able to get into the next set. Let me just make sure to update these player plates.
Indeed.
So Ramlethal versus Milia. This is an interesting matchup, in my opinion.
I actually have never seen this matchup play out. Whenever I watch a top 8 or a tournament, I always miss this matchup. I don't know what it is. It's a horrible curse. But I'm excited to see it play out.
Let's rock, and here we go.
Alright, volatile round start from Amelia going high. Ramlethal trying to keep her out. Amelia is a notoriously tricky pixie character. But we are going to see Ramlethal get her into this corner, which is where Ram shines, as we all know.
Early
The
burst
comes
already.
out to reset to neutral. That is the necessity for Amelia in this matchup. If she gets put in the corner, Ramlethal is almost guaranteed going to kill her off of one bad touch, because that risk gauge is going to fill up so fast. Just look at it pop. One bad hit, Amelia is dead here, even though Ram has a little meter. We're going to see some Oki coming out. Ramlethal really has to avoid this getting chipped out. The throw comes through. No meter for a Roman cancel. Cross up Oki, goes mid on that, and this is going to be a dead Ramlethal.
Melee combos are so nice, dude.
Oh, definitely. Melia is another one of those characters with crazy high cooling carry, and that's something that you see in this game usually punished by some sort of trade-off, right? Melia's case, obviously, is her health.
And slow
here
buttons,
we're
by
going
the
to
way.
see that
Like,
pay
he
off.
should just
This
not
is
get a
gonna
lot
be
of buttons to
massive.
challenge.
Oh, definitely. Like, her fastest normal is 6 frames, maybe, I think?
Yeah, 6
And,
frames. I
that's
think her 5K. Oh, and the reversal super. Quick, perfect.
That is the downside of Melia. If your opponent gets meter, if you let them get moving even a little bit, you are at heavy risk, which is why she has to take big initiative and advantage and keep that meter bonus in order to bait out things like DPs, reverse throw, etc., whenever her OT is a bit scuffed. Now here's the thing, Ramlethal is approaching half a bar. If she gets one good touch, this could be the end of Melia, depending on the block string now that she has 2 bars, but Melia manages to get the hit, no
Reversal.
confirm.
RC, keep it safe. Yellow RC,
And-
stay in the corner.
Oh, here we go. Melia going back to some kind of pressure, back steps against the far
and the
S,
bad
and that is
TK.
gonna kill.
Beautiful.
Oh. How do you feel about TK Bad Moon, my friend?
As
What
it's
would you
a
rate it
powerful
as these
tool.
means?
I believe that has been historically Melia's like one of her best tools in their toolkit is the TK Bad Moon. And if the player can just pull it off consistently, it's just so powerful.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And here we see same side low. We're going to see a cross-up come through, converts without needing to. Hair car comes in, the Oki comes out. This is going to be a Melia round, almost guaranteed. I don't know if I would have spent that super here, but she is going to get the bar back anyway, so it's not like it's a waste. Here we see Melia going for the Oki with just a throw, but she doesn't have the bar to pick it up.
Quick perfect
But
from
it's
Raven
fine.
here.
Perfect. All right, Raven coming in on Metal. Metal is going to have to make some kind of adaptation here. This is thankfully just the beginning of game 2. We are still in the mid game of this set, but for him, this could be late game. Spending that meter, or spending that burst wisely to get some meter, he knows that no matter what, the Melia damage is going to come through if it comes through, but if he can get one good combo off at high risk, Melia is going to die. Spends the purple RC to get the read, and this is going to be throw Oki right from Melia.
The reversal super is gonna work out. Oh, it does. That was quite a read.
Oh, Gaddy. Oh, my heart. Oh, the cross
There
up
it
into
is.
the air scorpion. Oh, my gosh.
Raven
So
making
far,
quick
both of our
work.
stream games have been very decisive, but we're going to have to see how this goes.
Dude,
Round
this-
start, we see no button from Metal, but he manages to get a good punish on the Melia. That is patience. Sword damage comes through.
Yeah,
That
there's
has to
50% of
hurt
Melia's
him.
health already.
This is where we might see the adaptations come through, because all Metal has to do is average 2 touches per game, but he can't waste that meter on a DP. Not against Melia, whose OP is famously safe if you know the DP is coming, and it's Ramlethal, who is going to deal massive damage with that DP to send him right through the wall. We are now 2-1 in the specific match in favor of Ram. Ooh, Melia comes in. She's in. Dash to keep herself in. And we're going to see Ramlethal get that hit, but no conversion. They
A lot of
pray
counter
in
hits
favor
here from
of
both
Ram.
players. Full combo.
What a beautiful
That was
pickup by the Ram.
nice. Oh
I
my
have
lord.
not seen that pickup, but that is going to be Melia at 20% health, maybe even just 15. Ramlethal manages to avoid getting punished. She's in, but this may not work in her favor. She has to watch out, because if Melia baits that DP, this could be a dead Ram. She is approaching critical mass at health, and she wisely decides to use the purple RC to get a hang of the screen, keep Melia at bay, and the throw is going to seal it. We are now 2-1 in the set, which makes this a perfectly manageable comeback for Metal.
Indeed, we've seen a lot of adaptations from Metal here. He's been playing quite well and able to keep that melee at bay.
Oh man, what do you think he has to? What do you think is the key for him in this matchup going forward?
Just being able to control the neutral better has been doing so far. It's the key to success. He cannot let Raven's melee just keep running wild like this. If he gets one knockdown like this, it's melee town, and then he gets another knockdown because the oak is just crazy. Oh, that was insane! Oh my lord.
Oh man, here we see Ramlethal damage though coming through on the Milia, who's famously squishy. Ooh, 70% of her health is gone like that. Alright, we're going to see Milia trying to pair dance her way in here. Ram is a bit damaged. She did not have any meter to RC, but this is a Milia combo, and the Milia run-up Oki seals that round. Ram shocked face perfectly describes how I feel. Oh my gosh, alright, round start situation. Both players with Milia is, however, at advantage at this range. Ramlethal has to get herself out of the corner, otherwise it's going to be pain.
Okay,
and was that a side swap in the corner for Milia? That was scary.
I blinked and he was on the other side. That's all I have to say.
Oh, patient defense, but he is getting baited. The Harrow catches, and she is going to get nailed by that. That is a quick seal. Milia said, I'm not having any more swords for breakfast today.
Maybe. That was a beautiful showing for Raven's Amelia. Some crazy power.
Indeed, indeed. Gaddy, while you prepare for the next match, I'm going to quickly grab a beverage while we have the time. Chat, cheer me on. We got this. I'll be right back, my friend.
Alright. We're sponsored by water here in this stream, ladies and gentlemen. We love that water. So here up on stream next, we're just waiting for our next players to hop in. We'll be having Hamilton, Ryan, TCT up next. So waiting for those players to hop in so we can get the next match started. Alright. Alright, we're able to quickly get into the next match. You love to see it. We're going to have an Axel versus Potemkin. This is quite a matchup. Potemkin wants to get right into the opponent's grill, and Axel wants to do the exact opposite. He does not want to let his opponent get anywhere near him. So whenever we get past the loading screen, we're going to be able to get the match started here. Waiting. Strive is blowing up. Hello. Alright, here we go. The Eagle was taking his time, that's for sure. And we're having some super speed here because I'm guessing my game was off. Sure thing. Anyway, we're back here. Alright, both players already lost half their health. More supersonic speed. Interesting. What's happening here? Either these players are too fast for my eyes, or something is happening or Strive. Okay, that was okay. So something happened there. Okay. Are we back to normal? Nope. Okay, we're not back to normal. We're just going supersonic speeds. Back to normal? No, back to normal. Alright, Hamilton's axling right now. Okay, we're back.
Indeed.
We're back.
We are fully back. I fell down the stairs. I apologize for that, but that is something I apparently share in common with the Axel Lowe, who just whiffed a super. Potemkin is in. This is an infamously bad matchup for Potemkin, but he is making it look a little bit easier punch by punch.
Indeed. And 1-1 here.
The Mega Fisto coming in hard for this matchup. Axel gets punched.
Mega Fist!
Anti-air.
Yeah, that is his best movement tool as a Potemkin, so he wants to abuse as much as possible against his owner. So he has to make sure to anti-air that as much as possible.
Oh man, we are going to see Orange Creamsicle Potemkin bait the burst out. And Axel is trying to keep him at bay, but he really has to be careful of his movement because Potemkin is going to smack him silly once he gets in.
That is rather surprisingly, Potemkin taking the first match against Axel. I'm
Now
shocked
that
to
is
see it.
tough. Are we going to see a Potemkin in top 8, Daddy? Is that what we're going to get today?
I'd love to
Is
see
that
it,
the
but
treat that we have ahead?
I have pure respect for Potemkin players, let me tell you. This character is a lot of fun to play, and I rarely see people play him just because he's so slow.
Indeed, but we are going to see him get in on this Axel. Axel pulls him in, and Potemkin is going to slowly drill him toward this corner. Axel now has to fight his way out, which is not his specialty, but we'll see if he can manage.
Oh, that's a big counter hit. Doesn't get the Potemkin Buster.
Oh man, Axel does find his way out of that corner. Potemkin has to do all that work again, but he doesn't actually, because that confirm is going to get him right in. He negates the RPS on that Potemkin Buster. Axel flips the script, has him in the corner. This is going to be a retreat and an advance from Axel.
That's going to be it.
Lowe,
Oh no, he doesn't able to get the final hit.
No! He just has to avoid getting chipped. Potemkin can still do this, but Axel is crushing this offensive sequence, and he puts Potemkin in the dirt for the first round of the game.
At least Potemkin is able to keep his burst for this round here. It's not up to waste it.
We are going to see Potemkin whiff the throw. That is sad. It's like watching a puppy fall down some steps whenever Potemkin hits a throw. You want the puppy to be okay. And speaking of, he is back in on this Axel. This is going to be a Garuda impact. And a random punish on that. That's okay.
Ooh, LRC.
Now this is the scary thing. If TCT knows how to properly RPS off of that Garuda, this is going to be a dangerous situation.
Oh,
he
the
gets the punish
burst.
and the base Burt. The burst bait.
Oh, what's happening here? Are
my
we getting
gosh.
strived? Are we getting strived? No, never mind. We're back.
I was very concerned.
All three
Now
less
this
strike.
is late game. This is an advantage in the late game stage for TCT. A lot of people
We got max speed once
here
again.
is a stable game. And here we see the burst advantage may come in great handy for him. If he can
Ooh, that might be it.
use that effectively, this is going to be game. Just having that over his opponent was a great boon to him. Is that 2-0 so far?
That is 2-0, yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. All right, we are going to see game 3. Both players in the early game playing it safe. Potemkin gets hit by that explosion. We see the big yes come through from Axel. Counter hit from him, throw whiffs. This is a bit risky trying to throw a grappler, but I feel that too. Anti-air comes through. It seems like Hamilton may finally be waking up on this defense. He started to get a read on the Potemkin's advancement patterns, and that is going to be essential for him. We are going to see the damage come through. Hamilton keeping it real, goes for a little bit of extra. And we are going to see the super in order to break him through this wall. Lives with a pixel. He can get chipped out, but he does have half a bar.
Indeed. I want to see more of this Axel throwing out that full screen grab. I feel like it could be a matchup maker here.
Oh, for sure. If he manages to get one good grab on this Potemkin or one good blow, that is going to do it. The scariest thing about this matchup is that if Axel dials into your movement patterns, there's not much you can do against him other than skip neutral with a beautiful grasping Potemkin Buster there. And this is going to be big damage. This, honest to goodness, was a perfect from the Potemkin. That was the Potemkin round. I don't count that as a victory for anybody.
I agree. Well, once again, we're having so many obstacles here on this stage for some reason.
Oh my gosh, it does seem like Potemkin is starting to get back in on the Axel. Maybe that perfect tilted him a bit. I didn't know that was how that interacted, but that's really neato burrito. We're
Yeah, that was cool.
Shred. Oh, here we go. That was a weird interaction, and I am cool with it. Axel whiffs, and Potemkin is going to get in if he's careful. Honestly, Axel doesn't know how to keep him out right now, and I cannot blame him at all. He gets baited on the burst. That is going to be pain just as he started adapting and adjusting, but that does happen. He does have another chance in the loser's bracket, unless I am mistaken.
Nah, yeah, he does have one more chance in the loser's bracket. DCT is going to take that match home there. So while we wait for our next players, we're going to get round 3 going here. Hamilton already, not Hamilton, sorry, DCT cemented himself on top 8 already. So he's going to be sitting there waiting for his next opponent. Meanwhile, we're going to get the rest of round 3 winners going.
Who do we still have left in the bracket right now, my friend?
So the next 2 matches we'll have on stream, we'll have this in order. We'll have DPS versus AtomicRedd and TheRaven versus Smuggles.
Okay, alright, okay. Now, see, I am pretty excited about this bracket in general because, honest to goodness, I just enjoy watching it. No matter how it pads out or how it goes, it's always a beautiful thing to see.
Indeed,
Oh
indeed.
my gosh. Now, here's my question. What in this top 8 to come? Right, because we have our winners top 4. That's that's cool. Who are you watching right now? Who's your player to watch?
Well, he's on losers bracket right now, but I do have a bias towards my boy Smitty, a Zato player. I absolutely love seeing Zato being played, so I'm very excited to see.
Now, for those of you who are not able to see our bracket or who had not looked, we did actually have an interesting mirror match going up before this round, which was Axel versus Axel, and I feel like that's
That's
shockingly
Spain. That's Spain, dude.
it's a shockingly common mirror matchup in our specific scene, I've noticed, right? Because Cactopus plays Axel, right? We obviously know Hamilton plays Axel. I have seen a few players in our current bracket, including Smuggles, play Axel. And I am a bit afraid of this kind of weird Axel popularity thing that we've got going on. Because to be honest with you, my friend, if there's one character that I fear beyond fear itself, if there's one character that inspires the John F. Kennedy or that was FDR. I don't know. Was that? I don't know. It was an American president who said we have nothing to fear but fear itself and Axel players.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
And honestly, I'm very afraid. Are we about to watch an Axel matchup right here?
Unfortunately, yes.
What match is this right now that we're about
We
to
have
witness?
it's still winners round 3, DPS versus AtomicRedd. Let's get the scores settled back here.
Now, see, I am hoping that AtomicRedd makes something happen. I do believe in him, but this is a mighty Axel player he is about to be running up against, and I am a little bit afraid for his safety and his sanity.
I feel that.
Now, that said, for those of you who don't know, level is not really indicative of much. It's just kind of, if you're on the Celestial floor, it tends to go up at an exponential rate. So the main indicator of this level difference is just who has played more games on the Celestial floor. It's not necessarily like this person is certifiably better. There's no correlation. But I will say this. Axel is a scary guy. You would think it'd be Saul, but no. I'm way more afraid of Axel Low, especially when he's using the default Axel skin, which indicates a degree of confidence that I am uncomfortable with.
Oh, I think you might just have like one of those, the mod skins. I don't have any on mine. I'm a boomer. I just put everything on default, so...
Oh, that's reasonable. I myself am happy modding and making mods and having fun with mods, but we are going to see that get punished. The burst comes through. He knew he had the burst to keep himself safe there. It's going to be good damage from the Axel player, avoiding the chip just narrowly. Oh, here we see Saul get punished. You cannot use your air actions in this matchup. It's a very risky proposition, but the throw comes through. Meaty on this, and Saul with the feint gets called.
Nice match. He's not conditioned well enough to hold that mix, so you gotta watch out for that. You can even see the DPS names is burning a little bit there. He's one of the top players here on the PC leaderboard.
Oh, indeed, indeed. I actually did spot him on the leaderboard this morning while I was taking a quick inventory of character popularity. And I will say, Axel, shockingly common. You would think that a character like Axel would beget a lot of people who don't like playing him, but he's a really fun character. He feels satisfying. He's a cool guy.
I think he's definitely a sleeper top tier, I'm not gonna lie.
I actually noticed there were a lot of popular Kais here too, but to quickly go back to this topic, we are going to see Axel just keep Soul at bay.
He's just not able to play.
That is the tough part. If you have an Axel and he has your number, there's not much you can do other than just slowly advance. You have to conserve your air actions in this matchup, because if you commit to an air action, Axel can call it out very easily, and it will often result in you just dashing face first into one of his sickles, which is against the grain there. As you can see, he has to spend a little bit of meter every time he uses an air action to avoid that shift. The best thing he can do is slowly approach on the ground, because if he does get in on the ground or if he doesn't use that jump, then it's a lot easier to get in. We're seeing him successfully run in on the Axel. This is going to be Saul corner pressure. He has to go for these throws in order to get something going, and this is damage, but it gets bursted. Axel is unfortunately pushing himself back into the corner, but Saul, bad guy, gets hit with the throw. He cannot.
Oh, that was quite a combo. Gonna go for heavy mouth cemetery. He's gonna whiff. He's not safe at all.
That is painful. Good idea, slightly mistimed, but I respect the hell out of him for trying. We're gonna see this round start situation. He's got to approach on the ground. He knows that. He's slowly committing to it. He's baiting out these buttons and the Punisher's Axel is now in the corner, but you don't have him conditioned, Red. You can't use that yet. And we are going to see the table split. Saul Bad Guy has to get in all over again, and if he uses these air actions in a moment of frustration, he's going to catch a sickle to the face. Now DPS knows the punish for Gunflame. Honestly, that does make this a bit hard for Soul, because he can't feint and he can't use the real thing, because Axel will punish him for it. This means that he has to get creative on offense if he's going to make something happen in Game 3. So far, we're cruising to a quick 2-0. Alright, Mankind knew they cannot change society. Can Soul Bad Guy change Axel Lowe's victory dance? We're going to find out now.
Landed the intro track here, taking a little bit of a break.
Indeed, I think that's important for Red here. He really needs to just focus on getting in and not getting blown up by those powerful anti-airs. Axel does have a lot of them on deck and a lot of ways to control his opponent, but if Red can just stay patient and work for it, he does have this. We are seeing DPS respect these throws a bit too much. Wild Throw comes through with the damage. I saw someone on Reddit the other day say that Wild Throw doesn't do enough damage and seeing it.
I think they're blind.
Yeah. Oh, he whiffs the air throw and the burst gets punished. He should not have done that, but this is not over yet. If he gets in one more time and gets one good punish, that is all he needs. Air action comes through and he punishes the whiff. Axel's going to burst. This will give Red an advantage going into the next round either way, so he has accomplished his goal here. If he can just put Axel on the back foot one more time. The Vortex doesn't get punished, but neither player knows how to recover from the scramble. Thankfully, Axel has bigger buttons. We are back to round start. Burst advantage for Saul, but damage advantage is going to DPS, who is making Red a bit afraid. That feint comes through, doesn't get the punish on it, but Red needs to stop going for it. At this point, that is going to start costing him, and these little itty-bitty hits are starting to add up. If he can get through this without
he
getting
can just
nailed,
not get in DPS's offense. He's just keeping him at bay at every time, and if he tries to burst, he's not going to do anything with it.
Indeed, and we are going to see DPS come in here. He is the third Axel player that I know of in our tournament today. And that is a perfect.
Unable to burst, unable to get in. It's quite the matchup, let me tell you.
Now, I will say this. That does bode well for the other Axel players in our bracket, because with that in mind, there is a lot that they can take here in order to make something happen and to kind of adapt in their own situation, right? There's a lot that they can take and steal from this that will be super useful. Now, I will say I do feel very bad for each Axel player in our bracket, because I cannot imagine a matchup less fun than an Axel-Axel mirror match.
That's for sure.
You know, I mean, I don't even know how that plays out. I have to fully admit, I don't know the exact extent of how that breaks down. I don't know what garners an advantage in that matchup. But I will say this, and I'll say this confidently. I think that no matter what, this environment, the dojo itself, is a wonderful place to come and learn matchups and to learn characters and to figure out how that stuff works. So for any of you guys who are not already in the dojo, if you want to get some learning going on, if you want to figure stuff out, feel free to hop in. I'm sure someone can post a Discord link in the chat. And if not,
I believe you can do exclamation mark Discord and you get the link in.
Indeed, indeed. So we should be able to see that there. And additionally, if you can't see it via commands, you can scroll down below the page. There should be a Discord tab that lists our Discord right there, and you can always join. We do have these tournaments monthly. The Dojo Taikai is an amazing tournament. It is full of people of all skill levels. You don't have to be good to compete. You don't have to have money to contribute. Matcherino is partnered with us, which means that you can contribute via sponsorship quests, and that's great. But right now, we're about to see Smuggles versus Raven, which, if I remember right, is a matchup we saw last time too. And
I think so, yes.
Who won last round? Was it Raven?
It was a Raven, because Raven got second place on last Dojo Taikai.
Oh man, so this is a question of whether or not Smuggles can make this adaptation and make something happen. Early burst to keep himself out of the corner, and the arrow comes through. Milia's in the corner, bursts herself. This is going to be a gold burst, I mean, she has meter to spare, and that is going to carry Giovanna right to that corner and right through that wall.
Yeah, not that much damage. Giovanna is a tanky girl, so it's going to get the neutral here.
True. This is going to be a very little bit. And we're going to see some stuff coming in. Giovanna famous for liking the ground, and Milia famous for loving the air. This is a classic battle. The throw comes through, the cross-up gets blocked, and Milia going for a mix. It gets blocked. Smuggles gets caught by the chip, and the super comes through, and the follow-up.
That was a beautiful follow-up. Oh my.
Indeed, but going into this mid-game, we do have a burst advantage for Smuggles, and we are going to see Milia have to contend with that. Whether or not this matters, we're going to see. But if Smuggles can manage to win this round and either use the burst early or avoid getting put in that corner, and we're going to see something really beautiful happen. The later he saves this burst, the harder even winning this match becomes. Because at this point, even if he does win it, what is he going to do in that final round? Throw whisk, he avoids that. And this is going to be a little bit of corner carry. Geo getting some mix-ups, good setup. This is a super. Does it wall break at the point?
I don't believe so, yeah. It was not close enough. Oh, the burst though, that was unfortunate.
And that is going to put him on even footing. This is perfect. His confidence pays off. Going into the late game, he has a commanding burst lead. That is going to give him a significant advantage over the Milia, who does not have a way to get herself out once Giovanna gets started. If Giovanna can get started, and that is the tricky part. But Giovanna does get her into this corner. This is scary. And Milia dances out gracefully, manages to avoid that, but puts herself back in against Smuggles' offense. And this could be it off of the next touch. Alright, Giovanna just has to avoid getting mixed. Positive bonus going in her favor. She will have half a bar in time to cancel before the end of the game. And this is going to be a burst situation. He baits the combo out to get the burst successfully. Super comes through, ambiguous situation. Milia is going to send him right through this.
Is it going to be enough to kill? Oh, the RC? Is it going to be enough?
That is enough.
Yeah, it is.
Very close game, very beautifully played by both players just for a game one. And we are going to have to see how this plays out moving forward, because I think that these players are really good at adapting and figuring out what their opponents like to do. But so far, we have not gotten to see much in terms of Oki setups from the Milia, which is scary, but we are going to see one now. He stops the cross-up from happening and says, I am going to get that bar and keep that health lead on you as best I can.
Giovanna with max tension gets a lot of power-ups. The defense goes up, damage goes up, so definitely love to keep it a little bit. Although he's going to spend it all to get this combo here. He's going to be able to break the wall? No, unfortunately not.
Ooh, he opts to actually keep the wall unbroken so that he can keep Oki in this corner and command a better lead. Which is a fair strategy that a lot of players like to use, and it pays off for him here because he gets the Okazine setup. Alright, we are going to see some footsies here. Giovanna tries to dance out of the corner, manages it gracefully with no burst. They trade, favorable to Giovanna.
6B,
and Giovanna gets the
big
counter
button.
hit off of 6P. Big button indeed. The air kick doing wonders for him in this matchup. I would actually venture to say that's kind of essential for this matchup, is knowing what buttons you can use that are actually useful in the air. This is a commanding game from Smuggles to tie things up 1-1. Now, I'm honestly afraid here, because as much as I want Giovanna to step on me, I wouldn't want to be the Milia in this situation at all.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Giovanna, she's my baby girl from Brazil. You know, I love that girl, that Brazil girls.
Oh, dude, me too. I'm a big fan of Giovanna, and unfortunately Milia is not, because it seems like Smuggles may have gotten into Raven's head. This is going to be a near perfect from him. Oh,
doesn't do the super, so doesn't get the kill. Goes for the air super, does not work out for him. 6B.
Oh, the perfect is ruined. Our commentators cursed him, but the jab elbow manages to bring it in. I do not know what her fighting style is, but it pays off for her here. And we are going to see a drill get stuffed, and the Milia Oki begins. but Giovanna manages to mash her way out with brutal efficiency, and this is going to be a lot of neutral action. The mix-up comes through. Giovanna may opt to burst here. Yes, she does. And we are going to see a little bit of movement come through. Milia gets stuffed. She cannot use those air buttons against Smuggles, who is making good use of his 6-speed.
Yeah, that 6-speed has been coming in clutch, that's for sure. Nice grab.
Oh, I guarantee
beautiful.
you he went for a throw as well.
Yeah.
I would bet money. Oh my gosh, that is going to be pain. Alright though, it's fine. We're going to see 1-1 in game 3. Smuggles gets thrown, might have been going for a throw himself, and we are going to see Milia Oki come through. Mix-ups gets blocked. He knows not to hair car. And we are going to see, oh no, wall break. He opts to keep the wall intact. Maybe didn't have the route. Hair car cancels for the mix-up. Giovanna gets some damage in. This is going to reset things to neutral. And Gio says, never mind. Neutral is for the weak. I'm going to send you into the wall. Does a dust combo for about 40 to 50% of Milia's health and about 70% of what she had left, putting her in a very dangerous situation. Both players have burst coming up very soon. Who is going to opt to use it first? Ooh, it's Gio. Now one more touch from Milia will spell
the
game,
LRC, we're going to see a burst. We do.
Ooh, do you think that was supposed to be a gold burst is the question. Milia with the throw. This could be game.
That is. Sepultura to finish it off.
Oh man, seals that deal. This is now 2-1 in favor of Smuggles, who has possibly managed to turn the tables on Raven from last time.
The adaptations have been made. Smuggles has been grinding. He's being very patient in defense, and I feel that's the matchup maker. He's just letting Raven do his offense, and then he's countering appropriately. If you fought Smuggles before, you know he's a patient man. He knows when to attack.
Indeed, and just like Ross from Friends with his psychopathic moist maker, Smuggles' defense is going to make or break this matchup, especially against Amelia, who will admittedly have to hit you 3 to 4 times, whereas Giovanna can get by with just 2 touches Ellen good day. Now we are going to see some air-based neutrals here. Giovanna opting to avoid the ground, and Milia gets him into the corner, but avoided the dancing in this matchup is impressive. Great uses of gold RC, except for that one, which gets him into a bit of a sticky situation. Giovanna going for some setups, backdash on that. Milia uses the hair rose to get out, and we are going to see a burst from Smuggles to keep himself in a favorable position. Gets the backdash, avoids it, but Milia is sticking to him like glue. This is going to be rough. He does not have a free way out of this.
Well, that was quite the mix.
Mix-up lands, and we are going to see him go through this wall for the round.
Taking up the first round here. Does not want Smuggles to run away with the stub that easily. He's going to put the defense through.
Indeed. Now that was a bit of a scramble, but here we see Milia go for her game plan. Smuggles manages to fuzzy jump out very effectively.
Oh, nice grab.
That's the scariest thing about staggering something like 5P or 5P, 6P. You can often get blown up by reversal throw. Sepultura blasts into mid-screen, and we are going to see another Sepultura. One more touch is going to spell the end of Milia Rage unless he gets a good burst, but the super comes through to push Giovanna backward. And the gold RC, the dust gets blocked.
Nice block on the dust.
Now, the interesting thing about that dust is it was used almost exclusively to guarantee a mix-up after it's hit. Oh, but Milia uses the burst so early, staking it on the fact that she can win it next round or win it here, and we are going to see how this goes. Giovanna saving the burst for next round just in case. We see her get pushed into the corner. Milia going for something unique here with that mix-up, goes for the high option, and Giovanna mashes 5P to get out and
the elbow of the people
in the dirt. Now we do see an early burst lead here from Smuggles, and this is going to be very impactful in this matchup because whoever gets 2 into the corner first is going to be at a severe advantage. And here we see proof of that. Smuggles safely in command. He knows Milia cannot burst to escape his pressure, and as far as I know, Milia has no true DP. And so that is going to make things a bit difficult. Smuggles opts for an aggressive move. He is going to gold burst and try to make things happen.
Oh, that was a beautiful super.
This is going to put Milia in a tough place. Will she have what it takes? Milia will get burst back before the game ends, which means she does still have a chance in this matchup. It is no longer a one touch. She goes for the gold burst. It gets stopped. And Smuggles going for the air jabs. He knows he just needs to make it hurt. And that is going to seal the deal for Smuggles over Raven. What an adaptation from last month. So, what is that region in Brazil, Gatti?
Uh,
Iguazu.
so that's very south. That's one of our biggest waterfalls, and we have a
That
lot
is
of
actually amazing.
yeah. That is like Eagles is so monumental because there's a huge like power plant there that takes the power of the waterfalls and turns to electricity. It's very interesting how a lot of our energy is very green because of it.
Now, see, that is actually an amazing thing. Would you recommend it as a place that people should visit when
100%.
going to Brazil?
100%.
man.
I'll say it's one of the better places to come if you're going to Brazil, which you should, because you should come to Brazil as always. But
Now, see, that is definitely a glowing review, though I do have one very important question.
we
on
got
the
good
topic of
women,
Brazil.
yes.
No, that wasn't it. The question was, in order to commentate this next match, I'm going to need the wacky digits on the back of your credit card. No, I'm just kidding. But we are... Chip? Do we
Chip.
have a Chip player in the house?
We got a chip top player. Look at this man's aura.
I'm scared. You
should.
know that meme where it's just like, I'm in danger? That's me right now. Chip is one of those characters who feels hit or miss in the hands of different players, and if you are on a missed day, it is going to be painful because, gosh, that character's health is low. But in a top 8 like this, it's an incredibly volatile situation. We do see Bandit in the top 8. Way to go, Bandit. I'm proud of you, my friend. flyinbacon versus MF Bandit. This is coming through. Now,
gonna be
this
quite
is
a
a bit
matchup.
of a... This is an anime matchup, my friend. We are going to see Samurai versus Ninja. The Reckoning. Early burst from Chip. He says, I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, with the DP. Very interesting
That
option.
could not have been intentional. That could not have been intentional. He was going for the Rekka, and he got that DP. Manages to avoid the dust. Small punish from the Nagori.
Nice grab.
That was pretty neat, and that is going to be Bandit slamming game 1 down on Chip. This is winner's bracket, isn't it?
This is still winner's brackets. Yes, this is the last one for round 3. So whatever match we have after this is going to be top 8. Chip gets a big punish here, full combo.
That is going to put Nagoriyuki in the corner. Nagoriyuki does not like being grounded against this Chip, or rather pinned in, I should say. And Chip is going to get a Rekka into a full combo. Are we going to see some wall runs?
Nah, it just breaks the wall. I do hope we see some of those wall combos from Chip, because those are my favorite combos from Chip. It feels like it's playing a whole different game. That being said, Bandit just tosses him over.
Bandit says the air throws aren't my best friend Chips enough.
I have to say, Nago's grabs are probably the best grabs. It's just so good. He just tosses you over.
That is the scariest thing about Nagoriyuki, is that even if you do defeat him, he's just going to chill on a beach in Tahiti in his frame. And we are going to see a throw come through from Chips enough. Nagoriyuki has no ability to reverse a throw in that situation against a true needy, and Chip is going to be in the advantage in this neutral situation. Nago still level 1 on the blood gauge. Chip goes for a gold RC that is going to get Nago's burst, but this is also going to be massive damage against the Chip if he gets hit, and that is going to be whiffed, confirmed from Bandit. This is maybe sending him over the edge. The scariest thing about Chip is, in fact, his ability to tilt his opponents right off the face of the earth. Bandit has to do something to slow this down in the next round, otherwise it's going to be top line.
How did he break the wall so fast? He just broke the wall and broke the wall again. Oh my lord. This catch is crazy.
Chip's abilities do crazy damage to the wall. That's why a lot of his optimal combos, or a lot of his funner combos, involve the wall run, which will knock you up and up and up and away from the wall, and then into the wall with that Beta Blade.
Yeah, it's crazy. Blade?
Or I'm sorry, Alpha Blade, yes. And here we go. We're going to see the Rekka.
Oh, there's the Rekka. Oh, and the bait on the burst.
Baited! Oh my gosh, Chip has the reads in this game too. Oh my gosh, the throw whiffs, and Chip gets that sealed deal. We are going to see Game 3 come in 1-1. Now, who can adapt faster is the question of this matchup. Gosh, Chip's enough as a handsome man.
flyinbacon's definitely showing a lot of adaptation compared to the first round. This is an interesting matchup for both players, because one of them struggles to get in and the other one is just getting in just a day in the field.
Honestly, I think the scariest thing about this matchup, in any respect, is that, or rather I guess this game is what I meant to say. In this game, the scariest thing about it is you really have to be quick at adapting to each individual matchup, because if you're not, you will get exposed and it will hurt. But here we see Bandit and flyinbacon. I'm just going to call him Bacon. Bacon setting things off. This is going to be big Chip damage and a setup, but it gets avoided.
J2K. Missed the grab and gets punished for it. Even with the RC, it's gonna break the wall here. The right cut? No, he goes for a reset.
Oh man, that is going to be a punish from Bandit. He does have the ability to make this hurt for Chip. He dodges out of the corner. That is going to be big, and this is going to break this wall. Does he have enough damage to possibly kill him? No. That is minor health left. 4 chips enough. One touch or one good chip will do it, and it does with the Fukio slide in. All right, here we go. This is 2-1 hearts in favor of Bandit, but Chip starts off strong. No burst on either player's side. Chip with a slight burst lead, and now a health lead as he sends Bandit flying through that wall. Bacon is going to have to keep the pressure on against this Nagoriyuki, who does start sending him flying. Now that he has no burst, he is especially vulnerable to this Nago's damage, and Bandit gets hit with a sweep. That is going to send him through a wall on his own side. Yep. Chip with an air dash to send him right through. Now this is still a one-touch round for Bandit. If he gets one good punish.
What a 6B.
Ooh, this is scary. Goes for the RC. He has another chance to mix things up. Nago with the poke does bring things in. He opts to backdash to avoid the RPS on that situation. Chip goes for the... I did not know Shadow Clone worked that way.
That's
but
crazy.
Bandit wisely saves his burst. This is now going to be a burst versus burst final round in the late game. 1-1 in hearts, and we are going to see something interesting coming out here. The coffins in the background to the doorways to different dimensions is going to show us something interesting as Nago throws Chip and gets a flip with a baited burst. Bandit is feeling himself. He now has the game in his hands. If he doesn't drop.
Nice. Beautiful dust.
This is a hit on the dust, but that's okay. We are going to see something interesting here. Bandit coming through convincingly with a perfect. These players are counter-adapting to each other so fast, it's almost blinding. Now, I will admit, I'm very terrified. Oh my gosh, golly. It's not often that you end up in a set like this where it's just straight up terrifying. But that
Indeed. Both of these characters on their own are just so scary. Both have such high strengths and they perfectly parallel each other, in my opinion.
Indeed, and we are going to see Chip send Nagoriyuki right through that wall. Bandit
What a
trying to bring
6B.
this back into his
Nice to bait the
control.
burst. He's patient on it. He's holding off for the next round. He feels like if he uses it here, it's going to be a waste. Definitely agree with that.
I definitely agree 100%. Honestly, the thing about this is, even if you... Oh, that is going to be good for Nagoriyuki. Even though he loses the round, he does have a burst advantage against the Chip, who now has no way to escape that damage. This is, ironically, exactly where Nagoriyuki thrives.
Yeah, for sure.
And we are going to see a small hit come through. Minor confirm. Set up on the Beyblade. Nagoriyuki bursts in order to keep him out, which is fair. He will have it back if he wins this round. But it's going to be a bit iffy in this situation because what can you do against the Chip staggers?
Oh, with the grab.
Oh, and the throw, which gets RC canceled into a neat little combo.
That
But
sounds
Chip
cool.
is going to have to hit him at least 2 more times in order to steal this, barring a super. And that may have been a horrible lie, but I think I was correct. Yes, there is still one more touch on the table for Nagoriyuki.
Nagoriyuki's just flying over all the stages, man.
This is the scariest thing about this, is whoever hits whoever in this matchup has a lot to worry about.
Oh.
Blood gauge pops, he knows this is the time to use it. There is no help.
Oh, the shuriken. He's going to finish him off the shuriken? Oh,
If he gets hit by that shuriken, oh my gosh.
yellow
This
RC.
is scary. Ooh, the super comes through.
Oh!
Chip gets nailed. Is this going to send him through the wall?
It is. It is going to... Oh, no, he doesn't break the wall.
Oh no, he doesn't get the wall. That's okay, that's okay. This is still doable for Bandit. I don't know who I'm rooting for at this point, but the OTG gets it for him, and he has the burst for next round and a slight advantage.
Yeah, Bacon is also getting the burst very soon here. Oh, the grab!
The throw. This is going to be half of Chip's life bar gone in one more touch, and we will see it. He's only going to have the burst available.
He's going to be able to...
No!
He's going to die here. It's over.
This is dead. Saving the burst on a combo got him killed. He underestimated the damage that Bandit could bring to the table. These players are throwing out more perfects than an IHOP review page.
To be honest, you know, a lot of combos from Nago are just so burst safe. I think even if he's super, he would have died there.
That is true. Nagoriyuki does have a lot of burst safe routes. Now, what was the match score on that, Gaddy? I need to know.
That was
I'm
3-1
so concerned.
for
Oh my gosh.
Bandits' favor.
Oh my gosh, that's such a scary matchup. That was so dynamic. Oh, I don't even know how I would handle that if I were either of those players. We may still yet get to see a rematch.
We might, that's for sure.
Which is honestly terrifying to me, but you know what? I love to see it. I won't even lie to you. I'm very excited to see it. I hope we do get a rematch.
It's rare you see those kinds of matches.
Now, I will say this. We do have a situation coming up for Bandit where it's going to be a bit tougher moving forward because every opponent left in this bracket is terrifying. Is this... Oh, this is a different matchup. This is Axel versus Potemkin Part 2.
Yeah, DCT having to battle against 2 Axels in a row. And this one has been a menace. Getting like 4 perfects against Atomic, so it's going to be quite painful for him.
Honestly, the scariest thing about this, if you're TCT, is you have to decide how dedicated are you to Potemkin in a situation where every tournament where you're playing and it's going to be an Axel matchup just by sheer chance. He knows what he has to do, which is good, but it's a question of whether or not he's going to be able to get in to do it, because it seems like DPS is not hesitant to throw out those anti-airs, and as we saw with Hamilton, those anti-airs can really shred a Potemkin in the wrong situation. Mega Fist this is going to be a tough neutral for the man, and I cannot blame him for being a little bit jump heavy here. But he manages to get slightly in with that Mega Fist. He gets in on Axel. Axel jumps away. You have to jump in after him in that situation to get a good punish. And this is right back to neutral. Potemkin manages to get the follow-up.
Oh, what an air grab.
You gotta grapple with grappler sometimes. I feel that. I deeply respect it. We're going to see Potemkin try and get some low poke in this situation, but it's not necessarily going to pay off. He really has to find a way to get in on this Axel, as well as he is going to suffer. But he's troubleshooting it as any hero can. Potemkin is, of course, a former slave from the nation of Zep who has limited his own power using his armor, and we are going to see how much of that armor he can take off today.
We got some lore analysis right now. We got some game theory right now.
Oh, of course, of course. The thing about Potemkin, if you remember from earlier games, is that when he takes off his armor, he's actually one of the canonically strongest characters in the series, capable of punching through mountains.
On the Accent Core, I've seen more than enough, and that was a beautiful, I think, PFB's name of it.
Indeed, and we are going to see TCTs finally in, but Axel on DPS's part manages to get out. This is the battle of the acronyms, damage per second, just throwing out those painful buttons. And we are going to see Potemkin try to get in. He has to jump after Axel in these situations. He no longer has armor to deal with this chip. And this is going to be rough because it does hit him. The thing about chip in this game is that if you have 2 HP, the first hit that will hit your guard will only reduce you to 1 HP. You cannot die from chip at more than 1 HP. So no matter what, you always have at least 2 hits of chip unless you're already at 1 HP by default. And in that situation, Potemkin just straight up got chipped out by 2 hits in a row, which does make it a bit tough. But we are going to see if he can bring this back under control. The flick comes through, it whiffs, and Axel is in a commanding lead here. But it is still doable from Potemkin. He just has to make some of these throws happen. Unfortunately for him, Axel does know that, and he's going to throw out some tosses of his own. The toughest thing about Axel and my cat is that they don't know when to quit, and honestly, that's the scariest thing about this situation for Potemkin, is that how can you get in?
Counter hit, bait the burst. Doesn't opt to burst, takes all the damage.
Honestly, I think I would too until that situation where you're one touch.
Yep. Yeah, that was good. He might lose this, but he's going to have the burst advantage. Never mind, he just opts to use the burst and gets hit by it.
Gosh. This is painful to watch, but I feel it. I can't blame TCT at all. This is Potemkin's toughest matchup by far.
Yeah, this is definitely the situation where, like, you gotta have a secondary character. If Axel is the worst matchup, you gotta have a secondary character. Does not matter how dedicated you are to Potemkin.
That said, I think this is something that matters a lot of high levels of play, but if we were looking at something beginner level, I don't think it would matter, but as we can see here, DPS is anything but a beginner, and TCT knows that. He's trying to get in as best he can, goes for the air button, goes for the follow-up, and that is going to be a FD to keep Potemkin out as best he can. We are going to see Axel just try and poke and bot, and just generally keep Potemkin at bay, because he knows that Potemkin gets in, gets one grab, it is over for him. But Potemkin is doing his best to avoid this chip, and we are going to see him slowly get whittled, but oh gosh, alright. Axel does have his burst back now. That is the scariest thing about playing with him, is that when you have an Axel in the game, there's a high chance he gets more burst than you, just on virtue of keeping you out for too long. Honestly, I think that's the dangerous thing about Axel, is how long he stalls out the game in order to keep himself afloat and to serve his game plan, and it's working wonders against Potemkin here today. Orange Creamsicle Potemkin is going to try and slam the floor to get in. Axel just poking and prodding and poking and hitting that armor.
Yep,
He's
just
okay
jumping
taking
back.
that shot.
I think that's a JS, just throwing it out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in this matchup, it's very difficult for Potemkin to use his anti-air grab, because as we see, slight changes to the hit and hurt box just from the angle will get him nailed. And Axel is now taking an aggressive role to steal this out. He knows that Potemkin has to do something risky to get in on him, and Potemkin is now mid-screen. It is going to be a tough situation for him, but this is not, as far as I know, perfect. Yep, there we go. Hit has 100% come through. And the jab nails him, but Axel's going to get in here. Potemkin doing Potemkin things. Garuda RPS gets evaded by the burst, and we are going to see Axel just throwing out those little slams. And we are going to see a little bit more poke, and the hit catches Potemkin at the worst angle. He gets nailed. But that is okay. Potemkin does have another chance. I maybe would not have jumped back in this neutral situation, but I can't blame him. It's a bit tough to get in on Axel when you don't have any air actions. Not that you would want to use them, I suppose. And here we see Axel bullying this Potemkin on pressure. He knows that if he can keep Potemkin to the corner, there's not really much Potemkin can do to side switch him. But we are going to see Potemkin slowly, methodically walking him down. Axel gets the side switch to make it so he has to walk him right back to the corner. This has to be an infuriating matchup for any Potemkin player. And
He has to play it so perfectly, and any mistake he makes is just so capitalized by DPS as Axel.
Now, I am still very excited to get any kind of take from these players later on today about how to deal with this matchup for the other player. We do see the flick come through to negate that. That is something he has to use a bit more of. Garuda RPS.
Oh, the
and the
Potemkin
blow,
buster.
the hesitation gets him. Axel, was that purple RC? I am colorblind.
The man's playing guilty on hard mode, but that is going to be DPS taking a quick 3-0. Just masterfully playing that matchup. It is one of his strongest matchups out there. There was nothing much DCT could do, to be honest.
Honestly, in that matchup, it's just very difficult. There are things that you can try to do, and there are steps that you can take, and things that you can attempt to do in order to make it happen. But at the end of the day, the toughest part is if your opponent is evenly skilled with you, if you are two evenly matched players, that matchup is just straight up unbearable for the Potemkin player, who has to deal with a lot of things that other characters can circumnavigate, and not having the ability to navigate that as Potemkin makes it a lot harder, because what can a big body do? That's something I'm very interested to see with Gold Lewis, who has slightly more advanced movement options, and when he releases, it's going to be really interesting, I think. Now, here's one thing I'm excited for. What is the next match on our bracket today?
We're going to have Smuggles versus MF Bandit, their second match of Winter Side Top 8.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. I have not seen Smuggles and Bandit play, actually, and I'm very excited to see how this shakes out.
I believe they fought in the last tournament, and Smuggles was one to send Bandit to losers.
Did I commentate on it?
It beats me. I don't even know what I ate today, bro. Come on.
You got me there. I do feel that on a deep and spiritual level. I have been there 100%, and I do deeply respect this vibe.
Bandit says that yes, you did. So.
Oh my gosh, Bandit, I believe in you, friend. I think that you can do this. I have vague amounts of faith in you to do whatever you need to do in order to make this matchup happen in your favor. And if you don't, I never believed in you. It was all a hoax. I lied.
What a beautiful friendship.
Oh man, see, I feel like I know Bandit enough to know right now he's thinking, oh, what the hell, man? What? But I do believe in him to make something happen here and make this an interesting matchup, no matter what. And I have to say, I'm very excited to see it play out, because honest to goodness, seeing good players of any variety or any walk of life do things is, God's honest, just a blessing. It's always great watching people and not peddle their wares, but really showcase what they do and their skill and just how dedicated they are to the game in any respect. And I have to say, my friend, it's always gorgeous to watch any kind of high-level event. This kind of stuff definitely fits, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely not even a lot of fun to just watch. A lot of fun to participate in. Like if you're sitting out there doing nothing in the Saturday night, just hop on in, dude. Let's play. Let's see some matches.
Oh, for sure.
Try your luck.
For sure. And we are going to see Giovanna versus Nagoriyuki in this situation. Smuggles versus Bandit. Now, I don't know enough about the round starts to make an educated guess, so we're just going to go off of this. I've never seen this specific interaction before, but I'm excited. All right, 2K comes through from Bandit. Giovanna pressuring early. Bandit does not have many fast buttons with that Nagoriyuki, so Giovanna can be a bit of a menace. There are going to be situations where he really has to call her out and make educated guesses and fuzzy mashes against the pressure. Super Lance, that is going to punish him very hard. This might be a wall break. No. Nagoriyuki is, however, thrown out of the corner. This means he has to guess against the Giovanna on both sides. He's going to start running roughshod all over his defense. This is where we're going to see a chip matchup, however, start coming in handy, because if he can make defense work against chips enough, he might be able to make it work against Giovanna, who does not want to burst this early, but she may have to. The question is, what can Nagoriyuki do at his health threshold?
Oh, he's going to get hit. That's what he's going to do. He's going to try to anti-air and get fricked in the ass.
Now, we do know that Bandit likes to hold that burst until round 2 either way, so let's see if he can make something happen here. The earlier he uses it, the stronger it might be, but we may see if he needs to use it at all, because Giovanna is getting bodied in this corner. Chip damage coming through. She has to find some way to jump out. We have seen one good slash come through. We are going to see blood gauge level 2.
Oh, the blood-sucking universe whiffs.
And we are going to see this come in. Bandit just trying to keep damage on the table and keep her from getting anywhere good. He does now, however, have to play a bit carefully around that blood gauge. That is going to get him around. He may have burst available here, but it is going to be a bit tough. Smuggles for sure will have a burst.
Yeah, I believe if it goes like 70 counts and 60 counts, he's going to have that burst back for sure. But considering how much damage Nago does and Giovanna does, it might be too early to tell.
We are going to see Bandit just trying to keep him at bay. Giovanna gets in. His burst gauge is filling, but it is going to be a bit rough to see. Giovanna plus on that arrow. He's going to have to call one of them out. The mix-up on the red RC after the jump, and we're going to see this hit hard. Giovanna just going for this pressure, this mix. Honestly,
way to work again.
It's the degenerate levels of mix-ups that Giovanna has capable in her kit. And one of those mix-ups is, ironically enough, just being able to punish most buttons with a super, because you always have to think about, is this a button I can press against her when she has a bar? And it's not something that has a clear answer to it. Giovanna's a tough matchup for a lot of characters who have strong anti-airs, because they, at some points, cannot use those anti-airs in the game. And honestly, I feel for them. I do. I think it's tough. As a Kai player, I deeply respect it. We are seeing a brief pause.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Just take a step back, think about what you need to do. Definitely need to be a little bit more wary on those anti-airs. Like, whenever he has meter, he has to be a little bit more careful when doing anti-airs against Giovanna.
Indeed, because she can make you second guess. And just having that bar available can be an interesting RPS situation in the mind. Because you know she has it available, so you kind of don't want to anti-air, which means that she can get away with doing more wild and crazy stuff. It's a bit like that SNL bit with wild and crazy guys, except in this case, it's a woman and her spirit wolf.
wait, what?
Look, we've already moved past this bit. We are going to see a sweep and a jump in come through from Geo. That's going to super to break in through this wall. This super is so pretty, I think, just from the particle effects alone. Nagoriyuki is a bit on the back foot. He is forced into this corner. Anti-air whiff. Giovanna doesn't quite have a good punish for it. Drift RC back to keep the pressure going. Arrow comes through. This is going to be interesting.
A lot of patience. The risk gauge is just going up and up. It's on the red right now. It's not going to be able to capitalize off of it, though.
But we do see Giovanna burst. This could be really good for Bandit, who has uncharacteristically used his burst early into this round. This is going to be a wall break. No, it is not.
Oh, there's the burst.
The button comes through. He has to use it.
Oh, he tried to anti-air.
With that super. Oh, gosh, that's the scariest thing about that character, just having to deal with that. We're going to see the subhuman self land a strong first hit in one cannon. And he Nagoriyuki get caught by that arrow. And that's going to be a wall break to send Giovanna back into neutral position against
so much damage. And once again,
it hits again. That is the fourth time.
Fourth time, indeed.
And that is a wall break. This could be perfect for Smuggle.
You called it, my man.
Oh my gosh, Smuggles hits a rhythm. Bandit is going to have to think about how to adapt. He had a good first round, but that second round just kind of caught him off guard. The supers are starting to take their toll. We are seeing at least one connect per round at this point. Bandit is going to have to think of how to deal with that, and honestly, I'm not sure what the answer is to that myself. At least not as a Naga player. I don't play Naga.
Definitely needs to just be more careful when throwing out those anti-airs when he has them. There's not much mystery about it. Failed rematch. Oh, what happened? Did we get strived?
Is he possibly coming out with another pick?
It could be. It could be.
He may have a pocket pick for just the situation, or maybe he's just resetting, taking a moment, thinking about what he wants to do and how he wants to handle it, and I deeply respect that. I think, wow, Smuggles icon avatar guy is really pretty. I deeply respect that. Way to go, Smuggles.
I'm just cosplaying it as a soul bad guy.
I have a deep personal respect for this. That's a good move to take, to be honest. I would cosplay as Kai if I had the courage.
I mean, have you seen how big Soul is? Have you seen those tatas? Anyways.
that sounds a bit shady right now in this context, but Lars Canyon is on fire with the sounds of battle. Giovanna manages to jump away from the dust. Before he's starting to get that chip damage, Fukio comes.
It's gonna break the wall, is it? Oh, no, it doesn't.
Oh, slightly late on the burst bait.
Oh, that was a beautiful drift for C.
That is going to be good for him, but we are going to see Giovanna start to get rolling.
And there is again!
Careful.
Alright, what is it, 5th time?
Careful.
At this point, it's just comical. Let's go.
Honestly, I hope for the YouTube video we put a counter on the screen for this, because I would love to know. But we are going to see the burst come through. Bandit resets to neutral. Unfortunately for him, Giovanna will have that air super available in a moment. No punish on that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That comes through, and that is going to get him killed. I can't blame him for mismanaging the blood gauge in this situation. It's very tense, and he knows that one super from Giovanna could put him on the edge. Alright, we're going to see damage from our good friend Bandit. An OTG for the setup. Fukio comes in. He's going to have 2 bars by the end of this exchange. Let's see if he even needs them. Alright, Bandit getting good pokes. He has meter to cancel if he needs it, or he can super. The throw comes in. There's going to be OG from Giovanna, who goes for a double overhead cross-up. And the super comes in, but this is a safe jump. And he gets hit by the reversal super. If I were Bandit, I would be very upset by the current event. Alright, let's see. Giovanna with the throw. Does she have anything off this, or just an OTG set up? Alright, Gio does have burst. This is tough. The stagger comes in. Oh, and the drop with the throw and the burst. Here we go. Nago burst to avoid it. Giovanna on her last leg. Bandit trying to make something happen. The Fukio chips her out. She is dead. That ties this specific matchup. Alright, let's see how this goes. Bandit has to be very careful with no burst. We are going to see how he can apply offense and pressure in this situation. His blood gauge is, however, getting dangerously full. He is going to need to be really cautious to avoid overheating in this situation against Giovanna, who is notoriously aggressive and who wants to just apply
what an RC there.
Like
oh, the burst!
Get hit. The burst gets baited, but Bandit drops the pickup. Maybe a little bit of jitters, maybe a little bit of nerves. Hard to tell. He really has to be careful with this blood gauge as high as it is, and these whiffs are not helping him. But he may have burst soon if he's careful.
Oh, nice grab.
We are going to see Nagoya.
Oh, and dodges the grab. Is he going to burst?
He will, however, get burst, but it may not save him now. This is match point, round point. We are going to see Nagoya.
One hit from Smuggles, it's all over.
This is the scariest thing, but thankfully for Bandit, he does not have the bar to super. And
there it is.
Catches him with the Vegito legs. This is something, however, that can be adapted to. We do have Bandit getting sent down to loser's bracket, unless I'm miscounting the set count.
That is 3-0. Smuggles takes the game and cements himself into semifinals for the winner's side.
All right, now I do have an important question, Gotti. Who would you rather kiss, Giovanna or Ray's
Giovanna?
Snout?
It's not even a question.
You're
I didn't even hear who you said second, but it's Giovanna.
I can't believe you wouldn't smooch the dog. Have you ever heard of the Reddit Pet the Damn Dog? That's
oh, are you talking about Hay?
Right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you gotta smooch the dog. There's no, what else would you do? I can't believe you.
Dude, you got the whole recycling sign on his freaking forehead, dude.
That's why you gotta smooch him. That's the best way to. That's the best reason to do it. You gotta stay consistent here, friend. Honestly, I think the scariest thing about this specific event for our side, or just any side in general, is no matter what you do, this is going to be a tough climb for anyone in losers, because at this point, you have to reset the bracket if you're really going for it and you really got to do it. But there's always a chance that we see something miraculous happen, and I am personally all on board for it. I got to be fully honest. I'm very excited to see this happen. Honestly, the thing I'm a bit concerned about, though, is what these players can do at this point to adapt in such a tough place, right? When you're this far into a bracket, it can be painstaking to make something happen that isn't already going to happen. And I think that we all have felt those jitters before in our lives, whether it's something of stage fright or if it's just something in general. But we're going to see how these players handle it going into our next match. I'm sorry. Did someone change their name, or was this guy's name the whole time?
This is ShotgunInsanity.
All right, ShotgunInsanity, the fourth Axel player we've seen in our bracket.
And poor Red, he was on stream a few minutes ago, finding another Axel player, and he's back in losers, finding another Axel player. Axel. This is officially top 8 territory, ladies and gentlemen. So every match is going to be streamed. So sit back. We're going to have still a few great matches for you. And soon we'll be entering our first to 5 territory. So we still got a lot of sauce to go through.
Indeed, indeed. Now, this is a tough situation, but I'm very excited to see how things go. We do have ShotgunInsanity getting put in this corner by the Soul, who deals massive, predictable
he
damage,
misses
but
it.
that slight drop comes through. Oh my gosh.
Keeping it big.
Man.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh my gosh, alright, we are going to see how this goes. This is a tight matchup. If Red has learned, though, I would have DP'd. I'm going to be honest with you. If I see a yellow Roman cancel, I DP. But this is far from over. We are going to see ShotgunInsanity versus AtomicRedd, round 2 of the first game, and we are going to see Saul close that gap. That is very essential, but Axel keeps him back out. He is now full screen once again. He's got to save that meter. You really only have to FD that second hit. The explosion is what deals that chip.
Look at this damage. Oh, and the grab! That was the nasty mix-up.
Full screen RPS from Axel, though I guess it is reactable. That meaty setup is a bit hard to deal with, especially for a Soul player. Not because of the player, but because of the character. In that range, there's not much you can do against it. Because as far as I know, Nightray Vortex will not low profile that.
No, indeed, it will not. You just gotta hold that.
Alright, we see Saul patiently getting in. He is using his air actions a bit more sparingly now, and that is going to come to help him, I hope. But Axel is just hitting him with these meaty setups over and over again. Saul gets in, but the Axel player knows the punish, which makes this matchup very tough. I would honestly go as far as say this is one of Soul's worst matchups if you know how to keep him
the
out.
burst!
Red was so... You could tell Red was heartbroken by that burst. That was not intentional burst. But thankfully, this is just the first round of the second game. This is still very doable, very capable for our friend AtomicRedd, who is a Dojo player. If you guys ever want to get games against Red, feel free to hop into the Dojo. It's always a great time to meet a new friend. We are going to see an air throw come through from Axel Low to keep him on
the reversal.
He comes out, but no punish. The rainwater, however, does make good use there. Or rather, he makes good use of the rainwater. We are going to see some snails come out.
Oh, and there's another, once again.
Throw for the sick mix full screen. He, however, cannot do it again. We are going to have to see this happen in real time. Saul gets hit while trying to apply pressure.
Bonked in the head.
All right. That is a quick 2-0 from Axel Low, but we are going to see at least one more game. Let's see if Red can make this happen. This is a tough matchup for him, but it is one that he will eventually learn the ins and outs of. That is the benefit of playing Guilty Gear. No explosion on that. We see Red jump in patiently. He saves that air.
Forward slash!
Oh my gosh, so bad guy.
Oh no.
That was
No punish though.
We saw earlier, and the air throw gets him going. He needs to start bringing in those air throws, otherwise he's going to get eaten alive.
Axel Bomba loops, so not going to see more than one rep.
You do see Axel knock him out to the side here too, and that overhead catches him. I can't blame him. I would have gotten caught too. Alright, we do see Red slowly pushing forward, doing his best, but the below pulls it in. Axel goes with the OTG to put him back full screen, meaty setup, snail, and we are going to see a throw. Axel is in a commanding situation in this particular game, and we are going to see another
Oh, he whips
break?
it.
No!
Nice bait and break to get out of the corner there.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so bad guy levels of damage. It has to feel good to get a hit in on this Axel, I won't lie to you. He has to go for that throw OS, otherwise he's going to be in trouble.
And that's it. That's a quick 3-0.
Oh my gosh. That is a scary situation from the Axel. Gatti, our top 8 is going to soon be in your hands. How do you feel about the remaining bracket? We still have left over DPS, Sergeant Smuggles, MF Bandit in losers bracket, ShotgunInsanity in losers bracket, TCT in losers bracket, and who is our final competitor in the losers bracket?
We got
flyinbacon
and Raven.
Indeed.
We're gonna be next up on stream.
Are those both Axel players?
Are
4 players of our top 8 Axel players?
Hold on, let me count. 1, 2. No, it's just 2.
I don't trust this one bit. And I no longer feel safe in this situation.
You gonna leave me alone with all the Axel players, bro? Come on.
It's what I have to do. I'm terrified of Axel. I have Axel phobia. If you guys know anything about me, it's that I'm low phobic. I'm terrified of actual low players. That's it. But on a serious note, that is going to be it for me. I'm going to leave Gativrek to commentate the last few sets of this tournament. He is going to do a wonderful job. Remember, guys, if you're not already in the Dojo Discord, feel free to hop in. If you would like to connect with us on Twitter, you can. You should see our socials linked below the stream. If you're watching this VOD on YouTube, I'm sure we'll have a link in the description. And as always, guys, keep it real, keep it fun, and I hope to see you guys in the next Dojo Taikai. Have a good one.
Yeah, my man, thank you for coming by. Alright, then we can get started with our last match of the top 8, and after this we're going to have 2 players knocked out, which is going to be the top 6. Waiting on Raven and flyinbacon to get ready and start next matches. Meanwhile, while we wait, I very much appreciate the subs here, Lazy and Gaspack. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope you all enjoy those beautiful emotes that we have set up for you guys. Alright, whenever Raven and flyinbacon get those players ready up, please. I guess they're still searching up for the room. Shotgun back. That's Raven. There he is. Whenever you guys are ready, let's hop into stations. There we go. Alright, we can get the next matches started here going. We got Milia on one side, and we got, I believe, Ship on the other side. Indeed.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Let's rock, here we go. It's a quite interesting matchup. Both these characters are so high speed. They both work in the same way. They both just want to get in and start doing their work with their mix. The game plan is just based off of just getting in and throwing out their mix-ups. Milia kind of suffers a bit because she has to get so many hits in. Unlike Chip, who usually can combo off of 3 hits and be able to kill the opponent. Both these characters have such low healths. You will expect to see a lot faster rounds. Due to the health. And quick wall break. 50% of their health gone. You're gonna see that a lot. 1-2 touches from both players. That their ship's going away. Like I said, 30 seconds going by and 1 round is done. You should be expecting a lot of that here. Alpha Blade does not opt to burst just yet. He wants to keep it for the next interaction. Maybe go for a gold burst to get someone muted for that. Okay. Milia, as you see, 3 hits so far and only 50% of Chip's health. And that burst is going to be unfortunate. It's going to be able to bring him all the way to the corner. Doesn't get the chance to do a super and kill Chip just now, but the hair carrot didn't work out. Raven thinking the first round off of Flying Bacon. Let's rock, here we go. Jumping around. I do have to say, Raven, great taste in music. I absolutely love the song. Also, I do not love this verse, however. Unfortunate choice. Bacon's going to be able to punish it. A lot of damage on the melee. Looking kind of rough here. About 20% health left. Mix-ups. Both these characters so fast I can barely keep up. My eyes are not fast enough. Does not get the confirm off the car here. Meta Blade's not going to get punished. A lot of meter here on the Flying Bacon side. What it's going to do with it? Oh, yellow RC does not want to hold any more mix. Are we going to see another yellow RC? No, not just yet. Oh, he's just going to die with it. Going to go for the super? Indeed. It's going to be Chip down for the count this round. Was looking very strong after that gold RC. Gold burst was not able to do much. Even after that yellow RC. Oh, goes for the grab. Going to set up. Raven likes to go for double grabs. He jumps out of there. Alpha Blade. Keep it checked. Gets hit by the overhead. Full combo from Chip. Oh, the mix! I got hit. Bring him into the corner. Breaks the wall. Neo looking in a rough spot here. Does have 50% tension. He goes for this mix. Gets a low hit. Able to get a full combo. He's going for the burst. Does not want to get hit by it. A little bit of off sync with the lag. Oh, gets hit by the G2K. No combo off of it. Yeah, red RC. Keep himself safe. Gets hit by the JD from Chip. And putting the game on 1-1 duel 3. Go either way, both bursts very similar position. What a confirm off of that's the JS, I believe. Could be wrong, not a melee player. Full combo. Chip is blowing up right now. About 25% health left. Does not get the confirm off that time, not a counter hit. Mix time. Oh, that was nasty. One more mix and it's over. Tries to go for some chip damage. This combo is JS, or 5S. It's gonna be big damage here. Get him all the way to the corner. Yellow RC does not want to hold any more of it and gets hit by the anti-air. Did not have enough time to even realize he was getting hit and did not burst for it. It's gonna be Raven taking the second game. A lot of quick movement here. Round start. They both are ready to switch sides. Oh, it's interesting. Gold burst not gonna work out for him. Just wasted his burst. Did not get punished for it, thankfully. Hair car. Get the full combo here. Opts not to burst with Chip. This is gonna be the kill. Chip does have like no health. No, but it is gonna be quite risky for him. He's probably gonna have to save the burst. TK Bad Moon's gonna get him caught. A lot of quick movement here. Oh, the Rekka, the Sagas not gonna work out. Oh, that's a bad burst. You hate to see it. Caught by the hair. Oh, the 2D. It's gonna be big damage with the RC. Gonna bring him all the way to the corner. Not gonna break the wall. Goes with the 2K. Has a lot of meter here. Can go for a lot of, indeed, a lot of damage off the RC. Not gonna kill just yet. Bacon is looking hurt, however. There it is. Raven taking a quick 3-0. Very convincingly. Once again, like I said, this is going to be a matchup where the matches are going to go so fast. Both these characters have no health. So you should not expect the match to go for too long. Alright, so we have that set, ready. We're up. Going to top 6 right now. Next up, we're going to have MF Bandit versus Shotgun Insanity. And whenever our players are back here in the room, I believe both of the players are going to be in the match, are not in here yet. We'll be waiting for them to come in. Alright, here we are. Alright, here we go. Next match. Nagoriyuki versus Axel Low. It's quite an interesting matchup, to be honest, as well. Just like the Pachenko matchup, but at least Nagoriyuki has a lot of range on all his heavy and slash moves, and also that command dash, so he can be quite a powerful threat to Axel, even though he's full screen from him. He's able to just rush him down, even though he does not have any form of dash that is similar to, you know, regular characters with 6-6 and etc. So Shotgun doing a good job to keeping him at bay, blocking all his approaches. Blood rate is going wild for Bandit right now. He's able to get some quick hits in. The blood stops going up and forward. He needs to pay attention to that in this matchup. Not even does he need to get in, he needs to get in without using all his blood. That being said, it's going to be able to end the match here. Nice TK Axel Bomber to finish it off. Both players still have their burst intact. Goes through the area with the JK. 2H whiffs, but he's able to, I mean, gets blocked, but he's still able to capitalize off of it. On your grill, not giving Axel any time, any space. Risk gauge almost full on Axel's side. Shotgun has to be aware. I don't think he was blocking too much. Justice Man has to be aware of him raising his blood gauge too much. He's trying to keep in that sweet spot there between 2 and 1. There's where level 2 blood rage. That's the biggest range he's gonna get. Both players in a dangerous one-hit situation. If Axel bursts in a bad spot, it's gonna be over. Nagoriyuki, like I said before, as just natural burst safe combos, opts not to use it. Good choice. Wants to keep it for this round where he can more convincingly take it, since Bandit's probably not gonna get the burst back. Trying to make something happen here. Ooh, he gets caught whiffing that button. Counter hit is gonna hurt. Goes for the burst indeed. But 50% of your health's gone. It might be all your health gone here. Goes for the super. It's gonna do medium amount of damage. I don't believe it's gonna kill. Gonna break the wall, however. One little tick of health. I got my calculators ready and going. And a grab. Beautiful little grab from Bandit. He's gonna take the first game against Shotgun. Beautiful set. Ooh, what a deck throw. Oh, what a grab. You bringing me to you? I'm gonna grab you back. Doesn't go for the blood-sucking universe. Increases blood gauge, however, just opts to go for regular grab. Both players keeping it safe, waiting for a good opportunity to capitalize on. Shotgun does have that full pension, so he is looking very good here. Both players still have burst. Probably not going to see a burst come out in this match. Both players hopefully want to keep it for the next one, especially Shotgun. Who gets caught by the 2H? Gets hit by the blood-sucking universe. Is he going to burst here? Oh, he is! And the burst save combo. You hate to see it for Shotgun. Something you gotta be aware of in the Nago matchup. A lot of times you're gonna try and burst and you're just gonna get hit. Not gonna hit with the burst. My bad. You might be able to do a little bit of poking here with Axel, but Nago gets in like he's trying to do right now. You're gonna blow the hell up. Oh, nice grab from Shotgun. Just trying to keep MFA and Nagoyuki at bay. He does not want to get close like that. Goes for the grab. Close slash. Ooh, whiffs the 5 slash. Except for both players waiting for the opportunity to get hit. Oh, he goes for the grab again. Nice read on Shotgun. Jump away does not get the full punish, however. And there he goes, trying to whiff something. Gets hit for it. 1-1, duel 3. Goes for the Fukio. The spin round start. Nice block on the dust. That was gonna hurt. Oh, and close slash. That's gonna be big damage from FN. It's Nagoyuki here. A little bit of lag switching stages. Oh, goes for the spin, and that's a quick OTG. Perfect from Nagoyuki. Bandit showing some pain to Axel low. Like I said, very interesting matchup. Even though you feel like Nagoyuki has the disadvantage due to being such a slow character, with those command dashes and proper timing and looking for the nice opportunities, he just blows up Axel since he does not have that much health. See him once again. He's just trying to poke him out. He does not want to bring him anywhere near him like that. Oh, tries to bait the grab again. He learns from last time. He did not grab again. Oh, it's gonna work out. I think he's whiffing the button. Yep, he was whiffing 5K. I think. Let's go for the grab. As Imperial, you keep your eyes always on Axel whenever you're the opponent. You gotta watch out for whatever the heck he's doing at full screen. Even he can go for a grab, he can go for anything, and he could just close the distance and go for a grab. That's not something you expect from Axel. ShotgunInsanity showing some signs of life here. Unfortunately, he did have to use his burst to get that dub. So man does have the upper hand on that. There goes now goes 50% of his health already. Not a lot of tension built. That is just the Axel life. You just lose a lot of your health just looking for the entrance, and there's the entrance. That's a big damage. 30% of his life about. And this is the last hit of the combo. Gonna be it. Just trying to kill from Chip. He has burst, but he's not gonna be able to use it. Any point he could have used burst, he would have gotten baited. It was not gonna work out. That's a classic Guilty Gear checkmate. Waiting for the opponent. And Bandit probably thinking a little bit what he should do. We saw this in Smuggles fight. He was just sitting there, waiting, thinking about what he should be doing, self-analyzing. What do I need to do to win this match and not get reverse sweep by this Axel player? So definitely a lot of thinking going through here. Once again, keep him at bay. It is a difficult match. It is not as easy as it made it sound like, but Nagoyuki definitely has the upper hand as long as he's patient enough. He goes again, bringing him back and pulls him away back again at full screen. He's just not able to do much. Shotgun right now just playing a one-player game. He has not needed to block it in a solid 30 seconds so far, and the Fukio reaches him. Finally able to get something done here. Unfortunately, 5SS does not do that much damage. 2H. Ooh, expected a burst there. Not gonna happen. Shotgun with full tension here. We can see a lot of Arceus indeed. Oh, nice punish. Try to press something, probably a far slash of 6H. Not gonna work out this time around. Use the burst. Good opportunity. Goes for grab once again. Overhead. Oh, he just go for the grab back again. Not gonna work out. Doesn't get with punish, however. 6H into the Fukio. 5K. So I got a full combo off of it. Keep him at bay. Oh, unfortunately misses the grab. Does not get whip punish for it. Shotgun looking kind of weak here. Go wide away for both these players. Burst is not gonna come back in this duel. Oh, and there it is, counter hit. Gonna be able to get the full combo. Oh, unfortunately he drops it. Oh no. One more little tap and it's over for F Bandit. And there it is. We're gonna go to the match point. Both players up 2. You can really go either way right now. Duel 1, let's rock. Fukio round start. Gets caught by the grab. Oh, I clipped by the 2H. That's gonna hurt. Get hit by that big button. That's so much damage for 3-hit combo. Oh my lord. Nagoriyuki hurts when you get counter hit. Both players still have their bursts. It's just so tricky to use your burst in this matchup. Both these characters have such burst safe combos, keeping them at distance. You know, they just don't know when to use their burst. RC does not whiff that air button. Just trying to approach doing the super jumps. Nagoriyuki does have one of the highest super jumps in the game. Make for the fact he cannot dash in. Oh, the blood-sucking universe is gonna drop. Both players use the burst in the duel 1. Oh, it gets caught. It is a neutral situation. Both these players had to use their burst, otherwise they got hit. Yo, full combo. Look at this damage. Look at this damage. Gonna go for the super as well. It hurts. Like I said, you gotta keep Nagoriyuki at bay, otherwise this is gonna happen to your life. He's not gonna kill. Just a pixel. Got my calculations ready. But there it's gonna die. Not sure if that had chip damage or what. I was not looking at his tension meter. Could have ran out there. And this is set point, match point, whatever point you want to call it. Whatever wins this gets to proceed. Whoever loses this is out. You're gonna get the full combo here. Break the wall. Axel lost about 70% of his health there, 60 or so. So it's looking kind of weak here. Bandit looks like he got the read. He's able to finally get into Axel's offenses. That being said, both look very similar here in health department. One hit from Shotgun and he's not going to be dead, but one hit from Bandit and he's going to be dead. That's for sure. But that burst is back there. Going to have to help him. Gonna have to use it on the right situation, possibly go for the gold burst since it is a more safer option. Both players just being so careful with every move they do. Did not want to get caught. And here he goes. He goes in the offense. Goes for the blue RC. Oh, he tried to go for the dust and the burst. It's gonna come through. Does not got the OTG. Oh, another grab! You wanna meet me in the air? I'll meet you in the air, and he's able to pull out that reverse sweep. Shotgun goes 3-2 against MF Bandit. That was quite a match, let me tell you. Alright, so that's going to be, unfortunately, MF Bandit going back home. What a beautiful showing of that Nagoriyuki. Love to see it. Alright, let's get the next matches here. Alright, nice. So here next up we have quite a match, let me tell you. This is pretty much a run back of the DBFC tournament we had a few hours ago. This is Raven versus TCT. So whenever TCT is ready up, we can get the matches started here. Alright. Oops. TCT versus Raven. This is the run back in a whole nother game. Both these players are friends. They've fought each other so many times, so it's going to be quite a match, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see a lot of tactics. Both players probably have fought so many times in Strive. And it's quite interesting. They're both playing the opposite of each other. Melee, a very high-speed character, and PCT's running that Potemkin, a very slow, methodical character. Trying to make something happen here. Ooh, the grabs do so much damage. Melee is hurt. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Heat Knuckle. It's gonna break the wall. Not gonna break the wall. Yeah, there it goes. Quick little hit in. Potemkin near perfect against Raven's Melee. Oh, Potemkin Bust isn't gonna hurt. Boom. There goes his health. Oh, and again, it's over. There it is. That's the power of Potemkin. Ladies and gentlemen, you have low health. You play a low health character, Potemkin is gonna blow you to smithereens. This character hurts. They're waiting on the opponent, thinking, what do we need to do? I need to not get close to this man. This is a menace. Good to set up right. We get to see finally Raven being able to go in the offense here. Potemkin does have, I believe, the highest health in the game, so it's going to be quite a lot of work here. A lot of mix-ups are going to get thrown, and it's a lot of times he's going to be in danger of just getting grabbed. He's got to watch out for that. There is, as a grab. You don't make it proper, you're going to get grabbed. Yellow RC. Guess him on Mega Fisto. Does not punish the Gold Burst. Boom. Potemkin Buster, not heavily. Doing God's work for TCT. This move is going to be the matchup maker. We're going to see a complete opposite of what we saw in DBFZ with TCT taking the upper hand. The wait and see here. Who gets hit by the Garuda something. Gonna be able to finally get a combo here on TCT. Go for the mix. DK Bad Moon. Gonna break the wall. Like I said, Raven has to do so much work just to get a dent in TCT's armor. Oh, counter hit, that's big. It's gonna be able to kill, right? Oh, not if he drops it. Goes to the RC to save himself, and there he goes, takes a round finally. Show him some signs of adaptation. Playing it a lot differently than he has to play. Just due to the danger of being close to Potemkin. Or just jumps out of the Oki and that's Potemkin Buster. Bye-bye, 50% of your health. Backstashes because he does not want to get hit by another Potemkin Buster. There goes another 50% of your health. TCT takes the second game. His character hurts, dude. Oh my lord. Let's rock. Here you go. Counter hit. Big. Does not get the Oki off of it. TK Bad Moon. Ooh, protects the grab. Once again, he's getting a lot of hits and he's not capitalizing off them. Does not get punished for that Gold Burst. Goes for the Heat Knuckle. Does not connect. Ooh, that's a big button right there. Oh my lord, we're seeing a heavily protected bust. That was highly unnecessary. We're finally gonna get to see it. Goodbye, Amelia. Toss her to the side. TCT looking so strong here. Already used Raven's burst. And has his burst. He's able to poke out. Flicker to death. Oh my lord, this is gonna be big. Oof. One more hit and you're dead. Oh, is he gonna be able to confirm off of this? Is it over? No, it's not over. One pixel left. Has a long way to go. He's gonna get another perfect here? Nope. Oh, but he's gonna get 2 beat, I believe. I'm not even sure if that was such a quick set. DCT making the complete reverse of what we saw in Dragon Ball, and a quick 3-0 against Raven. That was incredible. Oh my lord. I've never seen a Potemkin be so dominant before. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, alright. And we're gonna have our next match here. we're gonna have our last first to 3 match here on Dojo Taikai 14 Strive Tournament. After this, we're gonna head over back to winners. This is the last losers match that we'll have on first to 3s. Now we've seen this matchup a few minutes ago. I believe TCT has fought 3 different Axel players so far, so he has been proven in this matchup if it's working or not. He did lose the second one, which did send him to losers. He's fighting through the Axel matchup hell here. I think Axel might be the most played character in this tournament. No, honestly. Oh, gets caught by that mech pistol. Not gonna happen. Keep him in check. Do not get close to me, sir. Oh, blocks the super. Trying to reversal. He's gonna punish it. Goes for the jump in. Full combo. Gonna break the wall. Oh, doesn't break the wall. Shotgun has so little health right now. Oh, catches and matches something. Gets counter hit for it. The quick death from Axel, dying like a RuneScape character right now. There you go, last rock. He's trying to play this just like he did on the Nagori Yuki matchup, where he's just trying to hit them from full screen. Little himself now. Oh, and gets hit. Trying to go for the Mega Fist. Is gonna go for the burst here. Oh, opts to keep it. Opts to keep it. Yeah, he's gonna have to keep it for the next round. If he uses it, it's gonna be a bad choice. Goes for, gets a perfect Shotgun Insanity. Duel 3 now. TCT does have the upper hand due to having the burst. X is gonna get one sooner rather than later. And there's the flick. That's gonna be the matchup maker, throwing out that flick whenever he throws that side sickle down. Oh, gets grabbed from full screen. You hate to see it. Still has that burst. He's gotta use it one time or another. Fortunately, there's not many opportunities to do so. Axel is just so safe whenever he's hitting you, and there's a grab. There's a burst. Fortunately, there is going to be a burst baited in the end of TCT. ShotgunInsanity winning the first game. With a pistol, trying to make something happen here. Gotta make something happen here. Oh, gets caught full screen with the grab. Once again, just so much health is going on since he just from full screen and getting poked. Counter hit, does not have burst to save himself this time. RC. Oh, whiffs the Potemkin Buster. Oh, the burst was obvious because he was able to RC and see the burst coming. That's hit. Fortunately, burst not do much for him. He's possibly not gonna get it back for this whole game, depending on how it goes. Mega Pistol gets a counter hit, no further comp off of it. Oh, gets grabbed from it. Gets grabbed once again. Who's gonna break the wall from this? Yes, yes, sir. He's not looking so mighty as he did against Melia. Now he's just struggling to get in. Goes for the flip, gets counter hit once again. That's gonna be Shotgun taking 2 games. He's going through hell right now against all the Axels in the world. Not gonna get much off of him. It's the football seat, not gonna get much. Tries to go for the grab. Whiffs. Ooh, mega fist up. Not gonna work out. Head slam, hat slam. Just the nature of this matchup makes it so much work for DCT to just get in. Ooh, goes for the projectile shield. Not gonna work out. The grab. That was a good choice. He's just dealing with his last lags he gets. He loses this round. It's over for him. He's gonna go back home empty-handed. Mega Fisto. Just go for a grab here. I believe this is the match that will count for third place. So whoever wins this one is leaving out with a little bit of cash already and going down as the third place guaranteed. Possibly first place if you're good enough, but who knows. So there's a lot on the line here. Because he definitely does not want to lose this early. He wants to be able to make this comeback, make the adaptations, but with the grab. This is not go for the OTG. Oh, is that going to be it? Nope. 50% meter to work off with. Shotgun Insanity can confirm off of anything. He just has to use all his tension, not get chipped, and there's the grab. Oh, goes with the super. Smart choice. Does not give a chance for him to burst at all. That Shotgun taking the game. Definitely a calling sign that, man, you need to lab that matchup because that matchup is killing him, my man. So that's going to be Shotgun Insanity sitting pretty on losers finals. Next up, we'll have our winners side match. DPS versus Sergeant Smuggles, and meanwhile, I will... wherever the heck... there it is. We're gonna go to first to fives. Oops. Waiting on Sergeant Smuggles to get back on. Waiting on Smuggles who just got the code so we can get him on the room here. Ready to spectate. It's going to be an Axel versus Giovanna matchup. This now is quite an interesting matchup. It's similar to the Pachenko one because Pachenko just does not have much full screen options. You know, he has the slam, he has the flick, but those are not as useful as you believe they are. Giovanna does not have anything full screen. She throws herself at the opponent to do anything, any type of work. So if Smuggles want to get something done, he's going to be able to rush this Axel down. He's not going to have, he's not going to be able to give her any type of leeway at all. And we have our players ready here. Yes, sir. Alright, here we go. This is winners semis. This is our first to five, so it's gonna go quite the length here. Axel versus Smuggles, a lot of room for adaptation, a lot of room for improvement. We're gonna see the full. Yes, we are. We're gonna see the full intros. God damn, this game is so beautiful. Here you go, Axel versus Giovanna. Let's rock. So this is quite interesting. As our top three consists of two Axels and the Giovanna. So whoever whoever loses here goes up against an Axel, so it's either going to be a mirror match or deja vu for Smuggles. And just being able to keep him at bay here is just not been able to get in and do what he wants to do. Goes for the anti-air, does not get whipped for it. Punish for it. Ooh. JD goes for the grab. Take him out of the corner for more mix. There's the mix. Forces his burst out. Dave loses this round. He's still on the plus side. Oh, that's a big RC. He's gonna be able to kill. OTG not gonna kill. Next definitely does not do that much damage from straight hits. He needs multiple hits. The anti-air super not gonna work out. Definitely gonna be an important piece for Smuggles to abuse here. He's almost had his burst back. DPS gonna put him all the way back to full screen. Oh, gets hit by the JD. Into the corner you go. Oh, gets grabbed for it. He's gonna try to go in. Maybe we'll back out and play his zoning game now. Gets hit by the JD once again. Full combo. Blocks the cross up. Nice stuff. Oh, tries to bait the burst. Not coming out from Smuggles. Oh, that's an unfortunate burst. It's not gonna be the end of Smuggles just yet. Gets caught with the 2D, and that's gonna be EPS taking the first game. Quick hit in, already forcing him to stay in the corner. Ooh, gets hit by Trovon. That's the name of the move. A lot of damage already on DPS. This Axel tries to bait something. Some kind of response. Gets caught. Just the non-stop pressure from Smuggles. Geo is gonna get the LTG. He does and blocks the cross up. He's definitely how you need to play this matchup. You need to force him to block. You need to pressure him all the way through. Cannot give him any space to breathe. If you're at full screen like this, it's not how you want to be. Does not get punished for the super. I don't even know if it's punishable, to be honest. But he does get caught at the end. Once again, he's doing his best. He's dashing it with that dash that Giovanna has. Burst just to keep him in the corner. Does not want to let him get any space. Oh, he's gonna get the space he wants right here. Oh no, he dashes in and goes for the grab. Oh, and whips the grab. Does not get a full combo off of that JD. Reversal supers, they're gonna hit. See, it is gonna hit. 50% of his health clean. Goes with the anti-air, not gonna happen. Gets grabbed for it. OTG doesn't kill. Gets hit with that 5k on the jump in. 1-to-1 DPS looking up here with that burst advantage. Trying to keep him at bay. Smuggles once again. He recognizes he just needs to rush in. You cannot give him any space to work off. Low profile is that 5p. Double overheads. He's still blocking it all. Oh, Purple RC gets out of the corner. And now his turn to punish him. Gets caught in the jump in. Full combo from Axel. Gets caught by the JD. Kind of hit. Forces the burst. Low profile has a sickle. It's not going to be enough to kill him. Oh, he whips the grab. That's unfortunate. The backdash was just enough. And there it is. DPS taking the second game against Smuggles. Strong showing here. Smuggles is showing a lot of adaptation against Axel playstyle. Making sure to rush in as much as possible. $6p. Once again, DPS is able to stay at full screen, forces the burst out of him with that command dash. And he's at the corner now. Oh, 6p on the Trovão. Oh, he doesn't do anything. Very good knowledge to stay patient, not try and answer your Geo when she has 50% of the tension meter. Or is he gonna get blown up? Yeah, just full screen control. Like he was just not able to get in. DPS can take the first round of game 3. Once again, he recognizes that Smuggles is just trying to rush him down. He's doing his best to keep him at bay. He's gonna get the far slash in. That's the cross up. I mean overhead. Plus on block, so you gotta hold that if you don't 6B it. Just guard. He's able to get away from it. Get away from me. Ooh! Nice counter hit. Super, is this gonna kill? No. Close enough. Gets the quick dash in low. Takes round 2. Up to duel 3 here. 2-0, so there's still a lot of games to go. This is the first of 5, reminder. Gonna get him, gets hit by the cross up, counter hit. Plus on block. He's able to jump out. Gets hit by the 2D, I believe. He's able to get out of there. Ooh, it's gonna hurt for Geo. It gets hit by the grab. RCs to go for full combo. Axel Bomber. Axel Bomber once again. Big damage from Giovanna and Smuggles. It Smuggles Giovanna. He has a bit of tension, so he can do some work here. Whiffs the super, unfortunately. Now with DPS, it's all defensive options. He has the burst, which was trying to bait right there. He has the enough for yellow RC. Enough for 2 yellow RCs. Just gonna get caught on the air there. 3-0 for DPS right now. Indeed, I have to agree, Axel. This is the wrath of the Axel players. The Axel players have come to show who's top 1 in this game. Do not believe it. It's a British guy. Oh, gets caught. Gosh, go for the grab. Near unpunishable at full screen. Oh, we brought him to himself. And go to the burst. Oh, the red RC. Not wanting to keep any distance from Johanna and Smuggles Giovanna. Because that happens, you lose 80% of your health. Just from letting Giovanna get close to you, and you still have burst with that. Unblockable is gonna seal the deal for DPS. Oh, unfortunately misses with the anti-air. They can block. Oh, against the anti-air. Full combo here. Does not opt to burst at all. Damn, that's gonna hurt. Is he go for the super slow? Possibly wants to keep the burst for the next round. Now, since he is looking kind of down, yellow RC got off of me. Whiffs. Do not get close to me, woman. Throwing out every move in his pocket just to stop Smuggles' advance. Oh, nice bait on the burst. Like I said before, it would have been best to just keep the burst for this round since he just was looking down in that set. Oh, gets caught. It's gonna be big damage, about 30% or so. And now the zoning game has begun. Just get away from me. Look at this damage. Lost another 30% just from staying full screen and getting hit by the explosions. Oh, the red RC burst and is able to block it. That was crazy. And gets the hit in. And the CPS looking for O against Smuggles. One last game to go for DPS to cement his spot on the grand finals. And guarantee himself second place. Just keeping the zoning game in. Smuggles has not been able to get in ever since game 2. He has not been able to get in consistently. Burst out, does not want to get back to full screen. Axel Bomber. Tries to bait a reversal grab, not gonna happen this time around. Staggers on these blows from Smuggles Giovanna. Gets a beautiful confirm off of that JD into the wall break. DPS does have that burst on the back pocket. Probably gonna opt not to use it here. Save it for the next round, especially when he drops the combo. Pure pressure here from Geo. Oh, and the quick dust. That was near. I got hit. Canceled the RC into the dust. It was beautiful. Was not expecting such a threat. Yes, grabbed. Anytime he pulls you close, he's gonna try and grab you back. Gotta watch out. Gotta always keep your attention to what Axel is trying to do to you. That being said, he's gonna take the second round here with a perfect of his own. It's caught low. Close to me. Oh, that burst got baited, but he did not do much of it. If Smuggles loses this one, he's going down to loser's bracket. It is looking like it, and there it is. Decisive double perfect. DPS's Axel is on fire. This man is not stopping for anything. He's gonna go into grand finals, cementing his spot as at least second place. Very confident on his powers. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go head back into the losers bracket. Once again, the Smuggles is just going through the gauntlet of all the Axel players in the goddamn world here. He's gonna have to go through every single Axel player there is out there. Went to DPS, now he's going against ShotgunInsanity. He's gonna be able to survive. His name fit? His name doesn't even fit. I'm just gonna put Shotgun. Anyways, back here. Burst gets baited. Smuggles push him all the way into the corner. Oh, the reversal super. Is he gonna be able to block this? No, he gets hit for it. A lot of damage. Oh my lord. Oh, and there it is. Classic Smuggles throwing out that anti-air super. Nice close slash. Gonna close out the first round for Smuggles. Just coming from another Axel player, so he's got the matchup down. He's gonna be able to adapt a lot easier. Shotgun is expected to probably lose the first few matches just to adapt to Geo Smuggles. Beautiful little dust loop there in the corner. Gonna be able to kill in quick game going for Smuggles. I say he's got the adaptation now. Dust loops once again, breaks the wall, does not have enough tension for a super, but that's 50% of X health gone. Bar slash keep in check, Vegito vibes, uses the burst. Still believes that he can take this first game. Oh, that was, I don't know what happened. A super clash with the anti-air, and he's gonna go for the reverse super here. Well, 40% of his health gone. Oh, and then once again, Smuggles. He's going wild with these supers. Oh my lord. Cross up. However, overhead. Hold my plus frames. Yeah, it's caught by the unblockable. Shotgun did believe he can win this round by using that burst. And he showed off. He could still win it. He used that burst. He was able to take off the dub. Love to see it. The burst not go to waste. That being said, Geo already taking a lot of his health gone. Oh, nice air grab. Get off of me. Counter hit. I'm gonna neck the flame. Gonna go full screen. I'm gonna back off. keep Geo at a safe distance. Run up, gold burst. Definitely a better choice to just save that burst, since a lot of times he's not going to be able to use it properly because Axel is so safe from doing his combos and block strings. And that Shotgun taking the second game 1-1. Shotgun does seem to be doing the adaptation against the Giovanna playstyle from Smuggles. Like I said, Smuggles does have the matchup down since he was just playing against an Axel. And a lot of footses here, a lot of just movement, not a lot of buttons being thrown out. Oh, run up anti-air. RC goes for the low. Get grabbed. Oh, unfortunate burst. Axel Bomber. Axel Bomber. Does not end up killing, leaves with a little bit of health, gets hit. It's gonna be Shotgun taking their first round. Let's knock out. Full screen and into a grab. Oh. Doesn't get the full combo off of that punish. Not a hit. Back with Geo pressure. Plus frames. If you don't 6P it, he's hella plus. You gotta 6P it. Gets counter hit by the 2D. Whips that far slash. You have to recognize it, take advantage of it. Goes for the grab all the years, does not get whiff bonus for it. Smuggles has been able to keep Shotgun at this corner for quite a while right now. Gonna go for the super, indeed. He's gonna be able to kill. Bring out your calculators? No, not at all. I'm completely off. Oh, he goes for the blue RC to get away from whatever Jill was doing, but he was just not fast enough. Looking very tied up here. Both players taking a round off each other. 1-1, both of them have burst. Shotgun has a way easier burst to handle. Possibly gonna use it here in this combo indeed. I don't want to hold any more of it. Forces Smuggles to go full screen. Now he can enact this pressure. Smuggles is rushing him down as much as possible. Oh, the far slash counter hit. Gets caught by the grab, goes for the RC. Full combo. Gonna break the wall and kill him. I was very close to not killing. Smuggles gonna take the second game for his name. 1-2 losers finals. Whoever wins this go back and fight DPS. So he's either seeing a revenge match against Smuggles or he's seeing an Axel mirror, which I don't know which one is scarier to be honest. The Axel mirror is pain. Goes for the grab, good stuff. Rush him down, do not give him any space to breathe. Goes for another grab. We're going to go see a third. No. Trying to condition himself to mash. Goes for the third grab. Gets hit high. See the counter hit. Trying to condition him to just mash. So he doesn't get grabbed once again. Quick anti-air. Not going to work out. There's a grab coming from ShotgunInsanity. Alright, here we go, full combo. That's Giovanna going down. First looking kind of similar. Axel's going to be able to get him sooner rather than later. Seeing a little bit of lag, so got a little bit off sync there. You hate to see it. Ooh, what a beautiful air grab. Get off the air. There's definitely something you recognize from a good Guilty Gear player, going for those air grabs. Very powerful tool. You don't see a lot of people using it. Fortunate burst. He's not gonna be able to kill. Oh, he goes for the grab. Does not work out. That is a slash. Shotgun taking the second game for his name. 2-2. Looking so tied up right now. It could really go either way. Both these players are playing perfectly. Goes for the grab. You can see him trying to fault this defense. Get off of me, get off of me. There it is, Bomba. gets caught trading, and that's gonna be Shotgun taking the first round of game 5, I believe. It's game 5. It's going the distance. Gets hit. Now time to play a full screen game. Smuggles trying to approach him. He does have this burst. He's got to use it one time or another, but it's gonna be difficult to use it. And all this nonsense happens. Trying to bait it. Oh, the beautiful anti-air super. Gonna get caught. Not gonna make the wall, but it's gonna force him to hold. Ooh, goes for the burst. I forgot more words there. Ooh, JD's gonna connect. It's not gonna full combo off of it. Blue RC gets off the corner. You have to go back to playing full screen. Oh, he tried to go for the pushing whiffs. And Smuggles gonna be able to take this round. Tie up the rounds. Both players not have burst, so probably not get it for quite some time. Definitely will get it on this round, however. Just guard trying to just approach. No gets caught. Smuggles ready to lose, lost a lot of health and did not even get a chance to engage against Shotgun. Nice combo from just a 5P. I'm impressed. Gets hit by the instant overhead. 5P for the max damage. Both players looking kind of hurt. Shotgun will soon get his burst. And so will Smuggles. Gets both the burst back. Oh, he went for the yellow RC. He's not getting punished for it. Goes for the burst, not get punished for it. Smuggles is unpunishable right now and gets hit by the 2D. Shotgun going 3-2. The set might be going to length. We might be seeing 5, 4, 4, 5. Who knows? These players are so on par with each other. They read each other. They know how each other are gonna fight. They both adapted. You can see going either way, really. You may think that Axel just has the upper hand, but Smuggles is playing different right now. Trying his hardest to rush him down, while Shotgun is trying his hardest to just not get close to Geo. A little bit of health, not worth bursting on that round at all. Just did not start well. Plus. You don't 6B on anti-air, that it's gonna be plus. Goes to the burst so he can get the advantage. That's a good place to play to use your burst. Just to be able to take some momentum back for the match. Nice burst from Shotgun as well. Oh, gets caught by the 2D. Goes for the grab. It's gonna RC this. It's gonna go back to neutral. 2D trying to make something happen here. Big hitbox. JD once again. Trying to condition him to anti-arm so he can go for that super. Does not matter because Shotgun's going to be able to take this game. Going to go 4-2. One more game in Shotgun favor. And we're going to see that Axel mirror on Grand Finals. That is a scary thought, let me tell you. But Smuggles is not giving up just yet. Put him down to the ground. Not a hit. Going to get the gold burst. Oh, another gold burst. We're seeing a lot of meter here on the field. Oh, nice anti-air. Axel bomber loops. Oh my lord, Giovanna just melted. There's a character that's up on the upper end of health, but you just melted from the Axel bomber loops. Gets caught low. This character is crazy, let me tell you. Tops here in the making. It's caught high. Ooh, nice instant overhead. Gonna break the wall. 5P fully charged. Max damage without the super. Jumpy, P, 5P. Gonna take first round. Both these players will get their bursts on this match here. This round will decide if Shotgun goes to win finals or the Smuggles still got some fight into him. He's able to control the game just from full screen, throwing out those grabs, exploding, putting him into close range. And you cannot burst on this. If you burst, that's a good place to burst. If any other point, you wouldn't gotten exploded. Cross up. Keep him in check. Goes for the burst. Does not want to be rushed down anymore. Oh, and the unfortunate miss. That's going to be the end of Smuggles. He's going to go down and cement himself as third place in Dojo Taikai 14. Shotgun taking the game. Alright, here we go. We're gonna have finals, grand finals, Dojo Taikai 14, Guilty Gear Strive. 2 hours and a half in the making. We're gonna have DPS versus Shotgun Insanity. Let me tell you, this is what I see on my nightmares. Axel, mirror match. Oh boy, it's going to be quite a match. Shotgun does have to win. I forget to put it. If Shotgun wants to take Dojo Taikai 14 first place, he'll have to win this first to 5, go into another first to 5, and then win that first to 5. So it's a long way to go here. But let's see. We're going to skip the intros right away. Axel versus Axel, Dojo Taikai 14 Grand Finals. What are we going to see here from both of these players? It's going to be an interesting matchup from both of them. It's quite possibly the most interesting mirror you can have in Guilty Gear Strive. Let's go for the quickie overhead. We're going to see some adaptation from both players, some tech stealing from both players possibly. Interesting. RC possibly went for the grab, did not expect him to get hit. Both these players just stay in a full screen, which is the preferred space. So both these players, whenever they're trying to make their gameplay work, they're making the opponent's gameplay work. What a counter hit! Just in case you don't get lost, the regular color Axel is DPS, the black Axel is Shotgun Insanity, so keep your eyes peeled for your favorite player here. What's the grab? Who's gonna get the first round win? Oh, and Shotgun Insanity takes the first round. Did a little quick teabag I saw, maybe possibly seeing some BM here. Get on full screen. Stay away from me, and that's what he wants. Counter hit, both split clashing, trading, just low hits all the way through. Oh, that was interesting. Both of them went for the same thing. Unfortunately, one of them did get hit. Full combo here. Fully charged 5D. Break the wall. 1-to-1 round 1. Shotgun will have his burst soon. So he's pretty much tied up. But then again, when you're going to use burst on the Axel mirror, you're going to try and go for the gold burst for that extra meter to go for some full screen mix-ups with the grab. Or you're going to choose to go for the burst whenever he closes in. You know, he throws the Axel sickle and puts you back into close range. Like that situation right there. It's an interesting decision you have to do with your burst. Both players feeling each other out, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Spend their meter, go for the full combo. Oh, nice grab. Oh, he whiffs the 5D. Nice burst. Nice, another burst, gold burst this time. You go either way this round. Yellow RC, hold this. Blue combo. Purple combo technically. And Shotgun Insanity takes the first game. Yeah, I see the chat is very riled up, loving this Axel mirror. This is the stuff of nightmares indeed. No, it's even worse than Naxxlemure. Naxxlemure of good players. It's even worse. He has to grab him. He's just going rush down fully. Trying to get Shotgun mixed because he's definitely losing on the neutral department right now. Maybe he can make some adaptations and beat him up. It's caught. Ooh, nice clash in the air. We're seeing a lot of clashes here in this matchup. It is the nature of the character. He tries to bait a burst, that's not gonna happen. He has full meter. Not anymore. Now DPS is a full meter. Trying to go for some sort of mix-up, some full screen here. There it is. Gets caught not blocking the RC, not FD, my bad. Gonna be able to get in. Oh, gets caught. Oh. Just the full screen pokes from both of these players. They're doing so much work, and I feel like they're doing nothing, but I looked at their health and they're just gone. Goes for the grab, nice one. Gonna bait the burst? Yep, nice awareness to bait the burst there. DPS gonna take the first game. One to one. We're back in full screen. Both of these players know what they want. They want that full screen, baby. They don't want to get close to each other. They're practicing good COVID-19 precautions, social distancing. Please stay away from me. You hear the Axel players? Stay away from me. In real life, please. Anyways, gonna ask some sickles here, trying to get into the sweet spot they want. The poking out. Shotgun has no health left. One little poke and it's over it. It is pretty much whoever pokes first usually gets the hit. Whoever pokes second, getting a counter hit like that. The full combo. Goes for the close slash. Counter hits for full screen. You came here for a Guilty Gear tournament? You're expecting some footsie, some ground-based neutral? No. Axel. This is what this is what you came for. You're expecting Soul on Grand Finals? Possibly the best character in the game? No. Axel. This is who you're seeing. Fall? May? No. Axel. That being said, DPS is able to take the second game here. Lovely. Oh, nice grab. He's trying to go for a more rushdown style now, a shotgun. He's sealing that the full screen neutral is not working out for him. He's gonna try and go for the rushdown. Grabs. Oh, there's another grab. There's a fourth grab in a row. Okay, we got a fifth. We're gonna see a fifth? No. We're going back to full screen. Alright, Axel gameplay time. Goes for the 6B full screen. Very interesting. Ooh, a counter hit. That's big. You cannot burst out of that. You gotta hold all of it. It's a very different game you have to play. There's so many different options you have to use. Like, you cannot just use burst. You gotta get danger penalty a lot of times just from staying back. DPS controlling the whole neutral for himself. Gets caught. So much poking. Let's go. Shotgun's 50% already gone. Oh, he clashed with the 6B. He's trying to counter hit? Possibly. There's one person that would know the Axel matchup would be another Axel, that's for sure. Knows what you get 6B debate on the burst! Oh my lord, that was beautiful. That was so perfectly spaced. DPS taking. Going 3-1 against Shotgun. Ooh, beautiful hit. Tries to go for the grab. Oh, the burst gets baited. Does not do anything with it. Nice grab. Shotgun takes the round with a perfect we're looking some signs of improvement here. He's able to do the adaptations he needs to do to win this grand final. Counter hit. Nice block, unblockable. Full screen grab. I'm seeing a lot of low profile moves here. I'm not sure which button that is. I think it's 2K. No, not 2K, 2S. It throws the sickle sound. It's low profile, a lot of moves here from both the axles. But we get a full combo here. Big damage. Let's go for the instant overhead. Not gonna work out. Shotgun looking up here on this matchup. Does have the burst, but does not have the meter advantage. But then again, burst does not matter much, especially when you just throw it like that. What are you thinking? He just really wanted that gold burst. He wants that meter to work off of so he can do some mix-ups. There's a grab. Oh, and the 5D overhead's gonna get him caught. Nice, just guard. Gets a grab in. We're gonna see the rush down style of Axel. Ooh, close slash. This is big damage. Axel bomber. It's not optical for an Axel bomber. Maybe screwed up the input. We're finally gonna see a wall break. We don't see many wall breaks in this matchup, that's for sure. Ooh, poking him out. That's the anti-air. Full screen. Oh, it's unfortunate. Trying to punish some sort of move that has a hitbox. Guess grab for full screen instead. Oh, and there it is. Throwing out the sickle all the way through. Shotgun takes the second game.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, nice dodge on the grab. Both players looking at about the same amount of health right now. Poking each other out. It's got by the very end of the hit there. This is so back and forth, I can barely tell who has the advantage at any time. It's like I'm watching a mirror. One axle does one thing, the other axle does the same thing. Gets hit by the low. It is a lot of punish hits and counter hits, that's for sure. Get away from me. There is one axle does one thing, the other axle does the same thing. Welcome to the axle and mirror match. Can't see I get off me. I like how he's able to get him close and just backs away. I want to play full screen. Please and thank you. Get away from me. That's it. Also, no bursts have been used this match so far. This is a no. They've not found a single opportunity to use their burst. Oh, there it is. That was a bad burst. It was just able to punish it properly. DPS taking the 4th game for himself. One more game, and he's gonna be able to get winner in Dojo Taikai 14 Guilty Gear Strive. And it's looking mighty fun with that quick little low. Oh, oh. Big damage. Wall break. Still has the burst. Probably not gonna opt to use it here. Want to save it for the next round because this one's looking like a bust for Shotgun. Gets hit all the way through. One more round and DPS makes history as Dojo Taikai's 14 champion. Shotgun's trying to make a stop. This onslaught. Oh, nice counter hit. Full screen combos. Oh, he exploding. No chance to do any type of burst here from both players. Mixed up into it. Grab does not work out. There it is. Shotgun just making it happen. He has to win one more game to reset the rounds. Go 4-3. Counter hit. Big counter hit. Once again, just unburstable. You cannot burst there. If you burst, you die. And these players know each other's characters so well. Just classic Guilty Gear checkmate. A lot of misses here. It's like watching the mirror, like I said. Clash. Just a lot of poking. Oh, both of these players went for the RC. Got a 5k. Did not get much off of it though. Oh, goes for the grab, and that's gonna be it. SCPS taking it all the way through, getting the champion at Dojo Taikai 14 on the Axel mirror match. That was quite something to see. Let me tell you, I've never seen a Guilty Gear game go just like that. That was incredible to see. So that is going to mark the end of Dojo Taikai 14. Both of our tournaments, Guilty Gear Strive to Dragon Ball FighterZ. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's going to mark the end. If you're not in our DBFZ, not DBFZ, FGC Dojo Discord, make sure to join us in our little adventure. We always have these tournaments every 2 weeks. Make sure to join us, and I hope to see you all later on the next Dojo Taikai. So, thanks for watching, and goodbye.